What is up? What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of O.O.C. That little was a teaser intro from LDG. Good job, LDG. It was fire. Can't wait
Fire.
how you finish the rest of it up. Looks good.
Very nice.
We got the usual panel in the house with two extras today. We got Danny and Chris Knight joining us. So we're going to go around the panel like we always do and talk about our channels. First up is Mr. Roberto Mendez. Tell the people about yourself, sir.
Is LDG around? Does he have another demo that could possibly play right about now? Wednesday nights here. Hold on, I think I got some volume playing in the background there. Okay, Wednesday nights here. You guys know you can find me and these fine gentlemen. And Saturdays you can find us on Danny's show, Square One, bringing sports to the next level. And yeah, I don't think I'm at 101 yet, so I haven't got much more to say.
Not a problem. Guys,
thank you, man, for the crickets love. Respect.
Gaishka?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, man. Yeah, you can catch me on my channel, Basco Scenario, for some gaming clips, some reviews that I'm going to be dropping some more than one. Sundays, you can catch me on Danny's show, The Falcon Winter Soldier Roundtable at 8:30. Mondays, 9 p.m. for the Chaotic Conversation. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. for the Chaos List. And Wednesdays, 9 p.m. for the Rule of Three. Then right here, 10 p.m. for the O.O.C. So most deaf.
That is correct. And next up is Mr. Movie Aficionados, Josh. And I'm sitting
back
there,
on him. No,
I'm like, I feel like that Sesame Street song, like one of these kids is doing their own things. Go ahead, Josh. Tell the people about your channel.
I'm gonna pull it back hard on him. Oh, what is going on, Movie Aficionados, on Facebook and on YouTube? I'm trying, man. Wednesday night seems to be like one of the only nights I have to do anything, but I'm here, man. I'm still here, showing some love. I put my videos up daily. I've been trying to do my reviews. Sometimes I do food reviews. Sometimes I do movie reviews. Check me out, man.
Excellent. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Danny, talk to the people, sir. Need to unmute your mic, though.
In my mind's eye, man, I'm seeing Josh driving and doing his review and saluting way back and get caught up in his, in his seatbelt and rap. I'm not speaking that into existence, man, but man, I think it's funny. I need to watch the videos, man. I watch them, man. This shit with the cherry.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
The mango coat was funny. But
thank you
for inviting me, man. I appreciate being here.
No problem, Mr.
I don't know
Chris.
if I can say the whole time, but I'm gonna try.
That's okay. You are muted as well, Mr. Knight.
I don't know.
You see how that is? You see how that is? Yeah. Thank you for telling. That's the problem of having 15 mute buttons. Anyways, yeah, I may not be here for very long, but I'll be here for as long as I can. Chris Knight, Real Review 3000, guys. This is my Twitter right here, guys. Check it out, please. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on, Anzo.
Not a problem. Always a pleasure to have you guys on the show, man. And you guys know how we do it. This is the show where we get shit off our chests. We're going to start off with Mr. Roberto tonight. Yes, sir. What do you have to get off your chest?
Well, I don't know how much fire it's going to bring because it didn't bring a lot of fire to me. I only found out the following day. But no offense to you, Danny.
Oh, hell, there
we go.
Let me look down and say right now, no offense to you, brother. That shit that took place in Minnesota. The thing is that more times than not, when stuff like this happens, Facebook it'll be all over. Everyone's posting it. And I didn't find out about it till the next day when I turned on the news. And I was like, another one?
That's what I said.
But why? Like, honestly, Anzo, I was freaking out because I didn't get, I was going through my Facebook casually at night, and I didn't see not one post in regards to it. And the next day I'm watching the news, and I see the father and the mother's crying and shit, and I'm like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I don't know the mix of it. I'm hoping that, our panel and our crew on the side could maybe give me and fill me up to speed. I just know that another brother got shot.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Josh. What are you gonna say?
No, I was going to ask what happened in general. I've been running around, driving around. I've been off of social media, so
it was a traffic stop, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
And the flash has his name, Dante Wright. Cops stopped him. They got to the car. They took his information. I guess they figured out they had a warrant for him, right? And from what I seen is they were trying to cuff him. They turned him around, put the cuffs on him, and then it looked like he tried to run. Because the video, the way it looks, it's hard to.
Oh, there's a video?
Yeah, there's a video.
They were wearing body cams.
Yeah, they were wearing body cams. That's correct. And it looked like he tried to run, but he was like in the car. So when he ran, he was like trying to get in the car and drive off or whatever. Cop pulled out her gun, which she said she thought was her taser. Right in the video, you hear her saying "taser, taser, taser" because what they're saying is, and Donnie will probably confirm this, is that you have to like blurt it out that you're going to use your taser. But she had her gun and she ended up shooting him. So
one shot.
Yeah, and a question here about this. Now, in unfortunate circumstance all the way around, if she really meant to get her taser and it was her gun instead, it's a horrible situation. But now it's not only ruined one family's lives, it's going to ruin two families' lives because she's now charged with second-degree manslaughter because of this.
Oh yeah,
what's up? Positive,
yeah.
Yes.
And Danny,
wow,
maybe you can shed some light on this. Is there anything that can be done about that? Because this is like the second or third case in like 2 years that I've heard where they've pulled their gun and not their taser. Is this quote unquote a rookie mistake?
I'll go say something real quick.
Hold on.
I don't want to get too deep in it.
Yeah, but I was just going to say real quick, she was on the force for 26 years.
I know, but I'm using a term, rookie mistake.
Gotcha,
is this just a mistake that just because 26 years, I would think that you'd know where it's at. But
unless it's something different than what we have, Chris, there's a distinct difference in it. There's a distinct difference in where your gun feels and where a taser feels.
And that's what I thought.
People wear tasers, depending on which hand they are. They wear it one or two ways. They wear it the same way they wear a gun, but you wear it on the opposite side, so you won't even have that mistake. Or you taught to cross draw. So I don't know why, if she's left, there's no way you can have a taser and a gun on the same side.
That makes sense too.
Right.
So you would have it on your opposite hand, or you would have it where you can cross draw with your strong hand. So I don't know. Sometimes adrenaline, I don't know. So I have not been following this because I was trying to send y'all, and I'm not defending. I'm kind of playing devil's advocate.
And we understand.
Roberto just said there's another one where I can show you where another cop just got killed in New Mexico by somebody. So cops are getting
and they're
killed.
not showing that either, Danny. They're not showing that either. So you know what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not trying to go tit for tat. I'm just saying that bad things are happening on both sides of the fence.
100%. I agree with you 100%.
And what I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead, Danny.
But it's sad situation. My heart goes out to the family.
Yeah.
But if I gotta be totally honest, I don't see how you can make that mistake because there is no way you should have your taser and your gun on the both sides. I've never seen it. It just can't fit. So you gotta have the taser on. Your taser usually goes on your weak hand.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
On the front of the where you cross draw.
Right.
That's what I was going to ask you. That was one of the questions because I heard that you use your gun on your dominant side and the taser on the other side. Okay.
If I had to pull out my left hand a gun, I'd be dead.
Gotcha.
Because I'm weak. But with the taser, you usually have more time because you're seeing that this person is getting jacked up. So so let me go ahead and pop the clip off or the little release thing. That way, when something happens, you can go ahead. And a lot of times, you already draw it and put it by the side. And then when they start still acting in an aggressive manner, taser, we're about to pull it. But I've never seen in my career the gun and the taser on the same side. I've never seen that.
And you do have to yell out if you're going to use your taser, right?
Yeah, because that tells your other officers to back up.
Spread up.
If not, they can get some of that electricity too.
Okay. So one thing I will say before you go, Chris, is this kind of is a different case because he tried to run. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying he deserved to get shot. That's not what I'm saying at all. But at the end of the day, when you're being handcuffed and you try to run, you got to expect to get tasered or get manhandled and stuff like that. So from what
you expect to get tasered at least.
Right, exactly. And that's what I seen from the video is that he tried to run. So he wasn't necessarily all in the right as well. You know what I mean? I'm not putting all the blame on the officer for what she did. It was, but he tried to
never
run.
expect to die.
No, I know. That. I know. I know.
You know, like
I get it, but if your ass is going to be running, you're just opening to all the possibilities of something going wrong happening.
Exactly.
So I would tell my kids, just cooperate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Until you get out the car, Till you lie down.
Show hands.
Let them do their job.
I would say a few years back, maybe 10 or 15 years back, your statement is very true. You don't expect to die. But unfortunately,
I hear you. I was just gonna say, you're gonna tell your kids just abide.
You're gonna be like, look, don't you do that, stupid.
Right.
So what happened with that lieutenant? What happened to that lieutenant?
What, this one?
The one who didn't want to get out of his car and they pepper sprayed him.
Oh, yeah,
the veteran.
The veteran.
That one, yeah, the veteran.
And that happened last year, and I never knew about that until I seen what happened like a few days ago, and I was like, "Really? This was from last year?" So I didn't know that.
Got out of the car.
Well, the problem with that was if you watch the video, he's getting two different commands from officers. One's telling him to get out, the other one's telling him to put his hands out the window.
Well, Danny, go back to you with your expertise. I know when I was around my father for training and stuff when he was alive and he was a police officer, the department he worked for was very poignant that if there's multiple officers on the scene, the person with the highest rank is the one giving the commands. Nobody else gives commands because of that very problem.
Not necessarily the highest rank, is the first responding officer, the primary officer. The primary officer should be the one that's giving the direction, and the secondary is just to cover him.
Okay.
But it should only be one person saying, Chris Knight, get on the ground. Chris Knight, put your hands up. It shouldn't be Chris Knight and Alonzo saying, Chris Knight do that, because then nobody can do two different things at the same time.
Right.
So you gotta do the one officer, just like in a chase. There's one officer that concentrate, that follows the individual turn for turn. The officer behind him calls out the chase. So the main officer following him can focus just on that. The primary officer should be focusing just on giving the directions. The cover officer should be looking at whether or not he's making any sudden movements, any kind of potential weapon, anything like that. Then once they get him detained, by our policy, you can't tase him. 3 officers, 1 man, you just got to run his ass down or do something. You get yourself in trouble too.
He ain't going very far.
I was going to ask how far that the taser, the actual string goes out, because if he's running,
they're different lengths. Some is 15, some is 25, some is 50. Just depends on how much you want to pay for each particular cartridge.
Because if he's halfway down, like the road, like running, you're not going to even reach him with the.
But you have to have some track star policemen that can catch him.
Yeah.
We got some. I'm not one of them.
At least you're honest, Daddy.
No, we got some that, man, they'll smoke you. We got one cat. Man, he is. If you run, I always say you better be ready because he is ready.
We guys got the dogs too, though, right? The canines. I don't know if you bring those out.
We got canines, but not. You got different kind of canines. They got a canine now that if anything that is not natural, the dog can smell it and find it. And I mean, you can take a quarter and throw it in the middle of a lawn. You be as big as you want to, and that dog is trained to smell what is a quarter, a dime, a penny. We done train them. He can throw it out there in the middle of a field, and he will find it because it's not a natural scent.
And you ain't out running the canine, man. The canine's catching up to you. I don't care.
No. So my question is this:
all kind of stuff.
My question is this, Danny, and to you guys on the panel: do you think the fact that he was a veteran, he should have been treated differently?
No.
No.
If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law.
Well, he didn't actually break the law. That's the thing.
I'm just
They
saying.
stopped him.
I don't think because you're a veteran or a rich person or a poor person or whatever category you're in, you should be treated the same way.
Man, I would like to show that video on here so you guys could see it.
That's what I would try to do. But then if you start acting nasty, then that's when usually my response to how someone's being treated is how they come at me. If you come at me talking, hey, officer, I'm sorry, blah, 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 chances are you probably gonna get the warning.
It's funny because I meant to
and saying I pay your salary and I know your boss. Oh yeah, your ass getting it.
You see, I meant to send you the video so you could watch it because I kind of knew this was going to happen, and I wanted to actually get your opinion on it because, like, as soon as they stop him, like, their guns are out. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as he what happened was they put their lights on, and I'm guessing he drove a while to get to a gas station, which was well lit. That's what he said, right? So as soon as he got to the gas station and stopped, the police officers got out their car and they had their guns out right away. Get out the car, put your hands out the window on the floor below. And the reason why they stopped him was because his license plate was not where it was supposed to be. He said it had fell off or something like that, and he had it taped in the window.
No, it was a car that he bought, so it was on a temporary plate, which is basically a
temporary plate, okay,
which is inside, and his car was tinted windows, so you couldn't see the when they were behind him, they couldn't see that the paper that was on the inside of the back rear window, right? Okay. So when they put the lights on, he didn't want to stop in the dark area so he drove to the gas station. So they drove for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks or something like that. So he did it for his safety to be in a well lit area because obviously.
But they have the bullhorns too, though. They can call you and tell you, "Hey, pull over now. We're behind you." Sometimes I don't. I remember one time I got pulled over. I didn't even see the officer behind me until like I was down the street. I looked in my mirror. I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I pulled over. And he knew. He was like, "Oh, I seen you in the mirror. I seen you didn't know."
I am constantly looking in my rearview mirror. I think I need to know more what's going on behind me than in front of me. Especially for that reason, because when I was driving when I was 14 years old, when I shouldn't have been, back in the day, if I saw a cop behind me, I just parked like I lived wherever I stopped and walked in the building. You can't get away with that shit now, but I mean, back then.
It's been done. We'd be driving someplace and be like cops. You would see them maybe going the other way, and they give you the look, right? So as they're driving past you, they give you the look. And it's like, shit, they're gonna U-turn. So what we do is we would just go around the corner, hit the corner, park the car, get out, and start walking, walking down the street.
Them guys look familiar,
right? So Caleb said, "I honestly don't plan on driving anymore. These cops need to be held accountable." That shouldn't stop you from driving. Again, man, you can't live your life in fear like that and stuff. You know what I mean? It could happen with you walking, so you can't do that. Stop with the facial expressions. Which one was Minnesota? Was that the Army lieutenant that got arrested? No, that was Dante White we had there. His facial expression killing me. Go ahead, Chris.
See, I get in some heated debates about this. There's definitely accountability on both sides. Like you said, follow directions. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go well. I mean, let's just be honest. Sometimes shit just happens. But when you change the dynamic of that situation, you try to run, you have now accepted, whether or not you know it or not, you have now accepted whatever consequences come after that. Right or wrong. Did Michael Brown in St. Louis deserve to get shot and killed? No, he didn't. He didn't do anything major. I think he stole some cigarettes. Is that wrong? Yes, it's wrong, but he didn't deserve to die over it. But he did act aggressively towards a police officer. He did cause issues, but he shouldn't have died. But it became that situation because of something he did. Now, here's the thing. I tell people also, we are knowing more and more about Derek Chauvin and the whole incident with up in what was it, Minnesota? Is that where George Floyd was? Okay, yeah. We now know that every cop that has been called on stand has basically said that is not how you do it. Now, why the other three that were around him didn't call that out, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to go into all of that, but I have people saying they need to get rid of the chokeholds. They need to get rid of that. They need to get rid of this. And I said, what are they supposed to do? If you start telling people who are honestly criminals that all they have to do is say, I can't breathe, then what? You going to make cops just have to get up and let them run? Is that what you're supposed to do? It is a very hard situation on both sides. If you're hurt, if it's really affecting you health wise, whatever's being done, even if it's just putting their knee in your back and not in the back of the neck, like the George Floyd incident, if it's a proper hold, if it's a proper something like that, if there's a medical issue, yeah, they need to figure out something there, but you can't let every perpetrator use that excuse. So it is a horrible situation, I think, that it affects everybody. And we got to find a common ground where those situations are less volatile and safer for both sides.
Absolutely. You were going to say something, Danny?
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things. What Chris said, I agree with some of it. About you can't let I can't breathe, whatever, be something that someone can use. But what is so wrong, in my opinion, about the Floyd incident? The call was just for a counterfeit bill. I have never seen 4 officers respond to a call about a counterfeit bill. That's one red flag for me.
Hey,
second red flag is that.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll try to come back maybe, but I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay. All right, Chris.
Second thing, they had him in the car. So if you're in the back of the car and you got handcuffs on, there's no reason to pull you back out. So I don't understand that. So if I was a jury, I'd be like, I don't know. That's crazy, because he was already secured in the car, and they pulled him back out, and then that's when the unfortunate incident happened. So then the other thing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you first, Danny. Go ahead.
The other thing I want to touch on is that it's 2:00 at night. You got your blue lights on. I don't know what time it was with the lieutenant, and this person is not stopping. He got tinted windows. There's no tag. Then there's something called a felony car stop. That's when you come out with your guns at the apex of the door because the circumstances are dictating that this may come into a hostile situation. In addition to that, if you're a repeat offender, and I'm just going to use Josh. Josh has been known in the past. He's been arrested in the past, and he's been known to be a gang member, or known to carry a gun, or known to do this. They have that information. Dispatchers had that information, and when they call that tag, a screen pops up and says, "Okay, this is Josh. He's known to have a gun. He's known blah blah blah." If he's doing suspicious stuff in addition to that information, then that may lead the officer to say, "Okay, I need to get out in a more aggressive manner." So that may be, but when you filming it from somebody, some Joe Blow, all they seen is you get in an aggressive manner, but they hadn't heard the conversation, or they hadn't heard the information, don't know the intel. So that goes back clearly to what we were talking about on the last stream, is that if you don't know the information, you shouldn't be in front of the camera and News 19 come out there, oh, and then you don't know all the information, then you look foolish. But right now we live in a world where the opinion or the perception is the truth and not actually the truth. So I'm not saying all cops don't deserve to get some of this punishment, but some of it we're getting a bad rap because the knuckleheads that do deserve it, their mistakes seem to carry more weight than the ones that honestly didn't know what was going on, honestly was doing the right thing, but because the ones before them did stupid mistakes, now we being penalized for it. And that's just an unfortunate situation.
I agree with you 100%. And thank you, Poe, for the $2 super chat. I agree with you 100%. And what I seen from the video, there was a big difference because the video ends after the car, like he gets in the car and drives off a bit, right? But when that shot came, those cops looked like, oh shit, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Chavin didn't look like he had any remorse whatsoever. That's a big difference.
You know what's funny too? I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of weapon the officer had, but I know this for a fact. There's only one company that I'm aware of that makes tasers, and it is Taser.
Okay.
When your gun comes out, there is no safety. If it's a Glock, you come out, you're ready to go. On the Taser, you gotta flip. You gotta flip it to cut it on. So if the officer pulled it out and muscle memory didn't flip it on, then they should have said, "Uh-oh, this ain't my Taser. This is a gun."
Gotcha.
Because a Taser, you have to flip it on.
Gotcha. What are you gonna say, Josh? Thanks for $10 super chat. I'll get to that. Yeah.
No, that's why I asked the question about the length of it, because if the guy's running away, was your real intention to hit him with the taser, or?
Well, you see, the video
I don't know how far he was. So.
No, he was like right by his car. Like he had opened up his door. He stood up and he was standing. They put his hands on the car, whatever, right? So when they were handcuffing him, his hand must have got free, and then he tried to jump in the car like he was trying to drive off. But the cops were like right on him, so the door was open, and she had her gun while he was sitting in his car, and then that's when she shot. You know. I mean, just go through. Yeah, it's crazy, and that's the thing. Now, what Danny is saying now, it makes me wonder if like she should have known it was her taser and not her gun, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Richard Pryor said, in the heat of the moment, everybody reacts different. Not to say I'm justifying the cops' reaction, but you know,
I'm not justifying it because I don't, like I said, I haven't been following this as closely as Lonzo has. But I know for a fact that you don't wear your damn taser and your gun on the same side. You just don't do that. I've never seen a belt designed to carry that because you look crazy as hell. I do know that you carry your taser usually in one or two places, on your weak side or you cross draw.
Gotcha.
Who was the woman? Wasn't there a woman that shot at the cop? Like she was going in her bag and she got 2 shots off. And the officer told her like, "Hey, put the gun down, put the gun down." He actually like waited for like 10 seconds and then, you know, she still shot him. And then he wound up getting more shots off. I think she died in the hospital later. You guys know about that?
No, I never heard that. When was that?
I remember being like a couple months ago, seeing something like that. They told her to get out of the car. The officer seen that she was reaching for her gun. He actually said, he gave her a chance. He said, "Hey, put your gun down, put your gun down." She pulled it on him, shot at him, and then he got like 5 or 6 shots off. She drove away, and I think she died in a hospital or before she got to the hospital.
I have no idea about that one. I never heard that situation.
No.
So, I mean, that's a case where the officer like gave her a chance and she literally had a gun drawn on him. So,
that must be like the gun shed Biden's talking about that they're having. So much gun incidents in the U.S. It's getting crazy.
I'm telling you, we are trained for chest shots, center mass. We're trained to shoot center mass,
which are done properly are fatal.
And we are, and like you see in the movie where these cops go in there and be surrendering their gun.
You're not trained to shoot at their head, Danny?
Center mass.
Center mass.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's center because, I mean, sometimes more or less you want to catch the guy and not actually kill him, right? So if you shoot him in the chest, there's a chance that he can survive a shot like that. But if you shoot someone in the head, chances are they're dead.
Oh, it used to be shoot in the leg.
He could shoot in the leg.
You know, like someone I know got shot in the ass. He was down. There's no running away after that, man. You're like a deer.
Yeah,
just waiting for the hunter.
But you see, if you do that now and he still has a gun, he could probably still shoot back, right?
No, this is a guy trying to get away.
Oh,
Not
okay,
no gun, you know.
Okay,
And even that wasn't justified. But everybody told the guy, "Why did you fucking run?" And he ran for a stupid ass reason. So when you run, do you think you're gonna get away? Like, what are the percentage of guys that get away, Danny? Because if
I
it was
don't
a
know
high
if you could,
percentage, I can understand why you're running.
but depending on the offense, if we think that the chase is going to do more harm than good, then we
morning,
will
Yvette.
cut it. Especially if it's like midday, if it's a Saturday, say 2 afternoon, and the chase is heading to town or something. Unless it's some kind of felony offense, armed robbery, or just shot somebody or something like that, we're gonna terminate the chase because we don't want. Most of the time, most chases end up in a wreck. Either the officer getting a wreck, the perpetrator getting a wreck, a combination of both, or they'll hit somebody else. So it's just not worth it. Then, especially if we know who you are. Oh yeah, that's Roberto. We know that's who it is. We'll get you another day. Sign the warrant, we get you another day. So cops are very, very big on that.
Okay.
Gotcha. Good topic.
That brings me. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead, guys. No, go ahead, guys.
No, that brings me to what Danny said brings me to what I was gonna say, right? That we said before he doesn't want to go tit for tat for it, but the truth is that there's more people pushing negative news than there are pushing positive news or news to put officers in a different perspective, right? Because like I said multiple times, social media, what it does, it just focuses on the negative and shoves it down our throat without having, at times, and most of the time, not both sides of the story.
Full content.
Right? Exactly. So, and that's why, like I said, when I saw the whole lieutenant thing because it was in my feed. And it was funny because I was going there thinking to shut down my Facebook, to be honest with you. That's why I was there. And then I saw that. I'm like, God damn it. It's for me, it's a lot of negative shit. And officers that put their lives at risk, right? It's career choice. They put their lives at risk to protect the people. And like Danny says, and more and more get pumped with all these occasions that happen because it does put a negative light on all the officers out there that are trying to do a difference. Right?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got into it, man, because I wanted to drive fast and write tickets. That's why I got it. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't say that on the interview. I couldn't say that. But in my heart, I was like, yeah, man, that's some fun right there. But over the years, as I matured, especially when I got kids, and it's cool to write. It's cool to get the good cars, drive fast. But now I really do it to help people. And now that I'm promoted, I'm the highest ranking black officer in my department.
Congratulations, man.
And now I can cut through some red tape that I couldn't cut through 10 years ago. Like, for instance, we had a citizen needed some help. 10 years ago, I couldn't have done it. I had to call the chain. Now I can make the calls now and say, hey, do ABC 1, 2, 3. So the little bit of power I have, I honestly try to use it for good, try to help people out that actually need it. But all cops are for that. Some cops like the more power, higher rank they get, more power, more money, they don't do nothing. But I really try to teach the young officers under me. So I'm a little bit more sterner than my persons before me. And I try to help people that I think really need the help. So
absolutely.
All I can do is all I can do.
And that's why I've said many times that I wish like all officers were like you. You know what I mean? We already know that they have their good and their bad at the same time, right? But it's like Aishka said, it's the bad that always gets pushed out there more than anything. It's the negativity that sells, man. There's a lot of good cops out there.
That's every profession. Especially like preachers, preachers, teachers. It seems like more female teachers get in trouble for doing something they ain't got no business in the male teachers. But I know it's both sides, but that still don't have the negative connotation that police are, we're going to burn them at the stake. Okay, yeah, the officer did wrong, but the same way, if your son or brother, cousin, husband, daddy, whoever did something wrong, and you there speaking on their behalf, should some of the good that the officer did be used away, whether or not he get Now, I ain't saying I'm not taking up for somebody to take somebody's life. No, I'm not saying that. But if they do something that does not cost somebody their life, the same way that we want mercy for the regular citizen, why can't the officer get the same mercy? And it seems like if they do it, they get burned at the stake and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's kind of touchy.
I agree with you. And Vigilante Williams said, I couldn't imagine being a police officer. It seems like one of the hardest job on earth right now.
Hey, bro, I got 3 more years before I can retire.
In 54 seconds. And
Yeah, man, we all respect Danny, you know what I mean? And we understand.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. In the old days for papers, the saying was good new, evil doesn't sell. Yeah, that's correct. Good news doesn't sell. That is correct. It's always the negative. That's what people jump onto. You know what I mean? For a lot of the things, what's up, King David? That's what people jump on. So at the end of the day, we got to realize that it's not always all bad cops. That's why I had to ask Danny about maybe she actually did make a mistake with the taser, because you don't want to always just assume it's racist. It's racist. It's racist. You know what I mean?
I don't believe. Maybe I got blinders on. I hope not. I just don't think that every white cop that kills a black person is racist. I just don't. I don't know whether it could be scared, it could be fear, it could be PTSD, it could be an honest mistake. I don't know. So I can't sit here, and I ain't trying to be. Some people saying, "Well, yeah, you just Uncle Tom." Call me what you want. I don't care. I just don't believe that. I just don't believe it.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
No, and the situation with the other guy, the army guy, it seemed like the one officer who was Spanish was the aggressor, who was saying, "Oh, you better be afraid of me," and who sprayed him down with the pepper spray. But the officer that was white was the nice guy, like, "Hey, listen, please, man."
Yeah, he was actually.
Man, I feel my dude's gonna spray you with this shit. He's acting
absolutely, and that's one thing that a lot of people weren't taking away from that, is that there was actually one of those cops like, "Yo, man, just do what he's saying. Just go down on the ground." You know what I mean? He was like trying to really calm
usually in that, Anzo, because you know what that sucker can do. You seen that cop go ape shit sometimes. Not nothing that breaks the law, but you be like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
So if you don't want to try to do the right thing, or you trying to make the situation calm, hey man, just go ahead and do that. Because if guys' car get amped up,
heated,
you're
not gonna like what happens, right?
Nope.
And I get
that. Treat, but I mean, I hate to say it, but that's
Well, that's the thing, right? The moment you choose to do the opposite of what a police officer is telling you, you're opening the chances of something going wrong are just escalated.
Especially if that hothead is a supervisor, because most of the time you can't tell, you can't come. So that's what's crazy when the hothead is a supervisor or the highest ranking officer. Like I think a boy was in the Floyd situation. I think he was the highest ranking officer.
Yes.
That's why the other three were kind of like just standing there,
standing back and not saying anything.
Yes,
because if you're not absolutely right, that's gonna make your life miserable.
Jason Tucker said, "Can you imagine?" Thanks for the $5 super chat, by the way. He said, "Can you imagine if we had the type of social media we had today in the 80s and 90s? How many shootings would have been reported in the media?" And that's correct, because the only reason why, like, let's be real, it's happened. It's been happening since since slavery days. You know what I mean? It's just the only thing now is people are recording this shit. You know, people have their cell phones out, and people look for that shit sometimes as well. Like, you know what I mean? Oh my God, walking down the street, and as soon as they see some drama, they pull out their cell phone.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go viral with this. Boom. You know, you see sometimes people getting in, and those are one of the videos that I used to hate watching, was when you would see them recording two people fighting. It's like, you see two girls, and it's like, fighting, people recording. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
This is the shit you guys want to expose and put out there and stuff like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. So
why aren't you helping break up the fight instead of put your fucking phone down and help?
Exactly.
Get their ass kicked,
No,
man.
you're absolutely right.
Come on, now. Come on, y'all.
See, they even make freaking groups
What?
in Facebook, right? Like here, for example, we have a place called Spotted LaSalle, right? Which is everybody that joins
Wait,
in
yeah,
and
what,
talk about the
Danny?
community.
Hold on, guys.
Dan, you
Danny
don't
said
believe
time
me?
out. Let me hear what Danny said.
You trying to say two strangers that you don't know, you ain't never seen them. You gonna try and break that up?
I mean, it
No,
depends on the
no.
situation.
No,
What if
I
it's a
have.
guy beating
I
up
have.
a girl?
Not me.
I
I
don't
have.
know, man.
Again, me neither.
I might
But I
be.
was talking about more of the friends that are around there
On
watching
that
the
too,
fight.
yeah.
I hear what I was saying, but I'm telling you this now, and you can clip this as many ways as you want to. You can put it on whatever news in Canada. I'm telling you this right here now. If I take my ass to Canada next year, like I plan to, and there's a man beating the hell out of some woman up there in Canada, and I know, and it ain't Anzo, and it ain't Guy Scar, and it ain't Roberto. Guess what? I'm gonna be watching. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna pull my camera out, but you think I'm gonna jump up in that? And I'm an American, and I don't know. That ain't happening.
Listen,
No,
I
Depends, man.
I'm
I can't.
sorry.
sit
I
there
am
and-
sorry.
Yeah,
To
go ahead,
each
guys.
their own.
forgot
But
what I
I
was gonna
enjoyed
say
it.
before, but Danny just like
Okay.
I actually have once. I was in Snowden Metro Station, a subway, and this guy was smacking the crap out of this girl. Okay.
That's different.
And I literally, you know how the it is, right? What the blue line is, you have the entrances, and I passed by the entrance and I just hear smack, and I saw it. I'm like, kept walking, but then I just couldn't walk away.
Yeah.
I turned around and I went and I grabbed the guy and I pushed him back. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she comes up to me and goes, no, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. All right, keep smacking her then.
You see,
But you
What
see,
the fuck?
you know what,
I'm
guys, you know, like listen,
I'm like, what?
Man.
I'm like, what the hell, man? You know, right?
that
Like,
could you see sometimes you jump in, the girl is loves that abuse, sorry to say. You turn your back to her, she grabs a bottle and hits you over the head, and they walk away holding hands.
Absolutely.
You know,
You can't do that now, man. You end up getting killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, the way I grew up is you didn't want to be the third guy. Because if you're the third guy, like if say I was with my boys and one of my boys was fighting the next guy, it's mano a mano.
Yeah, for sure.
If one of his boys jump in,
then you jump
all
in.
15 of my boys are
That's
jumping
right.
in,
Yes.
and
That's right.
and that's just to show him, yo, it ain't gonna happen, and you made a big mistake.
Dude.
Man, of course, if you're the woman, I would help. I know you.
Yeah, of course, I would help a woman. I'd stop the guy and
I'm
say,
going
hey,
to
that's enough.
I'm going to a different country. I
No, I
don't
hear
know the. I might be wrong. I'm sorry.
No,
if
go
that's
ahead.
offending. I'm because you don't know what that could be. You don't know whether or not that man got a gun, and I'm jumping there trying to do the right thing, and he, oh, what you doing? I can't take a gun to Canada. Now, if I'm here in my own turf, okay, that's a horse of a different color. I'm in a different country. I don't know the rules and stuff. I know that he shouldn't be beating the hell out of a woman, but I don't know whether this cat got a gun, knife, whatever. I don't have no weapon on me, and I jump and do that. I just don't think it's
Yeah,
safe.
but also in the same vein, don't be standing there recording it like an asshole.
No, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be
Mhm.
trying to get somebody attention, like the authorities or something. Hey, man, what? Call somebody.
Absolutely.
Because that was part of Monzo's thing too, what he was saying. It's like you're just standing there recording. Oh, I'm gonna go put it on World Star and make
I'm gonna
whatever.
go viral.
Yeah,
like me when I did a video of what they did to the guy in the metro, the police metro cops weren't really police, right? But I did the video and I recorded that video, but they are metro cops. I can't jump into that. You know what I mean? I can't jump into that. So what I did is like, okay, I recorded it because this is what I thought was fucking stupidness and shit. But I watched a video where these two guys were about to fight and this black man came up and you didn't even really have to get involved, like break up the fight. He was just like, yo, what the hell are you guys fighting for? And that's the kind of thing, like you should do better than that. You know what I mean? You can try and talk them down. You don't have to just jump in and be like, okay, get over here. You can be trying to talk these guys like, yo, brothers, this is looking bad. This is not what you guys should be doing, blah, 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 this and that. Now, obviously they may not listen, but these two kids did. You know, so there's different ways of getting involved in that. But I also agree with Danny. Like, you can't just throw your ass into a situation because you don't know if that guy is packing. And a lot of people that you may not think are packing are packing.
Don't carry your luggage with you when you travel.
And this was way before cell phones and stuff like that, I guess. So
yeah, Geishar's story made me feel bad about junk, you know, because it's like all that energy you put in, and she was like,
it was like she was like back and forth, no, and then she had her face was all red and stuff, and I'm like, who am I to say if she's saying no to be in the middle of it? So I'm like, forget this, I don't need this shit.
That's called Stockholm syndrome. If you read the story about I don't know if you ever heard it, but it was some bank in Stockholm, and the robbers had the ladies kidnapped for so long that finally they start growing an affection towards the robber. So when the police officers came in to save them, it was like, no, don't hurt, guys, don't hurt. Okay, the same thing happens in an abusive relationship. The abuser doesn't get the woman. Usually he isolates her from her family, controls the money, controls what she wears, and once she get all that, she's dependent on him. And then when you try to help them, it takes the average time for a woman to finally say, I won't help. I'm going to stick to my guns is 6 to 7 times. So she's going to get her ass whipped. I don't want to say woman. Yeah, a woman, because a man ain't going to tell. A man is not going to call and tell that his woman is beating him up. It just ain't going to happen. I might seen that 3 times since I've been doing it. Because he's embarrassed. It ain't going to happen. So it just keeps going until something happens. But a woman, it takes the average woman in the United States 6 to 7 times to get abused before she says, I had enough.
And that's the thing, Danny, like we were talking about packing, because I seen a video, right? And it was this dude, they didn't show his face. The dude's in a car, and there's a car parked in front of him with a guy outside the car talking to him, right? So the guy's beeping his horn, beep, I gotta get to work, beep, I gotta get to work. The guy that's standing outside, he's not even like paying attention or anything. So finally he gets fed up with the fucking talking, right? The beeping, and he walks over and he lifts up his shirt and he's like, what? Is there a problem? Is there a problem? And the guy's like, oh, funny. And as he's chilling funny, he has his gun out the window and like, what, you think you're the only one with a gun? I'll put 2 bullet holes in you. The guy that walked back, got into the car, and they drove off. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You never know who's going to be strapped, bro. You just don't know.
And in the States, the possibilities of that are extremely high.
and then there used to be this little setup where the woman would be on the side of the road in the car, acting like her car broke down. Then the 2 guys or whoever be in the wood line or whatever, and you stop. Next thing you know, boop, over your head, they knock you out to take your money, take your car. So even in law enforcement, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful.
Oh yeah, just like that video I sent you. Where the copy wasn't careful, you know what I mean? And that shit like that happens. So you got to be careful, and especially when you're a police officer, you guys' life are on the line. What did it say? Every traffic stop, you could lose your life or something like that, Danny?
Absolutely.
Traffic stop and domestics are the 2 of the most dangerous calls an officer can go on, especially because especially at nighttime. I hate stopping cars at night, but it's crazy. And like I told you, he made a mistake. You're supposed to put your hand on the car, and the reason why you put your fingertips on the car, so if something happened like that, they can identify when they dust the car. So yeah, this is all. He didn't touch the car, and then he was in what they call the fatal funnel. You never want to get directly in the wind of the window because they could do something quick like that. So you always kind of stay kind of bladed behind them and talk to them at an angle, so then you can see over their shoulder. So that's 2 things I noticed from watching he didn't do.
So that's why I'm happy Danny's on the show, man. He's giving us that inside
absolutely.
That deep cuts, man.
The nighttime is totally different because you spotlight you put in their rearview mirror to kind of blind them. Then you walk back and forth across so you don't know which side you're coming on. Then you approach whatever side you want to come on. If we got tinted windows, take wind the windows down. I don't care if it's winter, rain, or whatever, wind that shit down so I can see. Keep distance between you and them. Never put your flashlight in your shooting hand. So there's certain things you got to do. If you don't do it, then you can end up a statistic.
Yep, absolutely. And that's why I sent you that video, because first I was like, fuck, man. I felt bad for the fucking dude. Like, I was like, holy shit. Because when the guy comes out the car, we can see it. He can't. But the guy comes out with a fucking machine gun, bro. Like
No,
an
that was
he had an
AK.
M60. It was an AK or M16.
No, that was MR. What do you call it? I got one. What the fuck? Shit, I can't think of it. But it's not fully automatic, but it'll get the job done, buddy.
Yeah, man. And I was like, holy shit. So that's why I said
AR-15.
AR-15. And then when Danny he texted me back and he told me the guy's mistakes. I asked him questions like, okay, so that's what he did wrong. Okay, I got you. And I asked, well, why is that? And he explained it to me. And I'm like, yeah. So that's why Danny's good for the show, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ninja. I'd appreciate that.
This is a good
Are
one.
cops getting more lenient with minor traffic stops due to the current climate? What do you think, Danny?
Yeah. Also the pandemic, because it's so far behind now. I know where I'm at, man. You might be 2 or 3 months before you get into court. So if you don't mail the fine in, it might be 2 or 3 months before you see. And the pandemic put big cases probably about a year behind. So I'm sure the same thing is trending all over the United States, probably all over the world. So
Absolutely.
you got to pick, man. Like simple possession now. I don't know how you can fuck with nothing like that. You gotta like piss us off.
Because
we'll take it, put it in evidence, be destroyed, but
because like Josh said, you guys can't even really arrest them now, right? Because of the pandemic. No, I mean put them in jail for like what was it, Josh?
Well, I know Danny's in South Carolina. In New York, because of the COVID and our numbers are so high, those idiots that I got into the fight with, who were kicking out the windows of the cop car, calling them all types of names and racial slurs and all that, they just had to let him go because there's I think it's a bail reform, and yeah, they just can't hold him unless it's like a murder or like a rape or like something really bad. So they just gotta let him go.
They got like different places. Like if you have the COVID, then they'll put you in a different part of the facility. They do temperature. Like now we got this thing at my department. It's a digital thing. It looks like an iPad on the stand. When you come in, you just put your face up to it, and it can read your temperature. And it'll say pass or fail. If it's pass, you can go on in. If it's fail,
like we do that at the club though. But just because you don't have a temperature doesn't mean you don't have COVID. That whole temperature shit.
It's something that makes, because that's one of the indicators. It's something that makes, because in my department we had almost 20 people contracted, and so we put measures in. If you test positive, if you're around someone that tests positive, you have to stay off work for 5 days. If you test positive, then you stay out of work for 10 days. In the last 3 of those 10 days, you have to not have a temperature. So we try to do stuff, and it's like non-negotiable. If you got it, go home. We'll see you in 10 days. If you got a temperature in those last 3 days, it's another 5 days. So
at the clubs I'm at, we have to shoot him with the little temperature gun. Dude, that thing doesn't fucking work, man. No. It's like it says 93 degrees, 95 degrees. It's like you're dead. You don't have a temperature, whatever. And our manager's just like, dude, just scan them with it just so that they know we're doing it, but let them in no matter what. Like
you gotta do that, because how about you can't give everybody a tongue thermometer?
No. But we let him in anyway, though. I'm saying it gives all these yeah, we might have to start doing that. No,
hand over.
Yeah,
that's right, man. Thank you. Got 26 people watching. Hit the like button, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Vigilante said, "That's how I want my cops, like 80s NBA referees." Oh shit! It's definitely good to have like you guys in the chat supporting. Nindroid. Yes, this time I said Nindroid. Sorry, not Nindroids. Nindroid, what's up? We'll get on to another topic, Gaishka. What did you have to get off your chest?
Well, that was exactly what I said before, right? The whole negativity of social media pushing the negative. It's all negative, especially in today with the whole, virus thing and everything. It's just everything's negative. No fans in the stands, negative. It just it's tiring, man. It just sucks the living crap
Well,
out of you. You're trying to look for good things, and it's mainstream media just has everything's negative, and it's sad.
Ending nightmare.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's brought me to my point right now. Me choosing not to look at this negativity does make me a bad person not to, or just for my own state of sanity. Sometimes it's good to just step back, not deal with it, to recharge those batteries, right? To battle the next day, kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
But like Danny said, I like I feel like I see he's very passionate about his job, and when like you said, when other there's police officers losing their life on a daily basis on duty, right? And they don't get that exposure, which is sad, right? It's just like, remember back in the day when there was an officer got called in to a black neighborhood for disturbance, right? That the kids were making a disturbance, and the police officers, they were just kids playing basketball on the street. And the police officer got out of their car, and then they looked at the kids and like, hey, and the kids were like all like hesitant with their basketball, and he's like, pass me that ball. They throw him the ball, and then they started playing basketball. Then a few weeks later, Shaq came with the same officer.
Same officer brought Shaq. Yeah,
remember?
I remember that video.
And that first video didn't bring a lot of attention, but when Shaq came, it blew out the media, right? So it's a great story, but it wouldn't have had the same appeal if it wasn't for that whole Shaq thing. That first video wouldn't have been so, renowned, right? But those are things that we need to see, positive things, acts in the community and stuff like that, and I'm just saying, if you can make a difference, like one little act of kindness a day, that's all it takes to get that, I'm a strong believer when you do something good, it comes around at one point. And that's all I want to say, man. It's just that the whole negative thing. It has had me beaten down for a while, and I just wanted to share that.
But I agree with you 100%, because at this point, I don't even like. How many of you guys really like watch the news anymore? I don't. I can't watch that shit anymore. It's so depressing. It'll have you think the fucking world is ending, bro. You know what I mean? World War III is coming. This is coming. Virus is gonna kill you. It's like everything is just so negative. Like, where's the fucking hope anymore? It's like
I enjoyed my day. That's why I didn't know anything about what you guys were talking about, because like I just had a nice day with my daughter. I went out to do my car wash, got my haircut, did all cool stuff, stayed off of social media. I don't know what it is. I think it's subconsciously I haven't been on social media, and I need to get back into my group and post things and see what's going on. But I don't know. My subconscious is saying just like, man, you just enjoy the day, look at the beautiful lake,
exactly,
look at the birds, whatever. Stay the fuck away from Facebook and all that shit.
On Saturday, I was home alone for the first time in months. And my wife, my eldest had to work downtown. My wife went out with my youngest to get her hair done. Dude, I was sitting in this chair going, what the hell do I do? And the dog's looking at me like, what are we gonna do now? That type thing. So it was like, so I went downstairs and I got one of those old school cruiser bikes. I jumped on my bike. I went to a park right here, travel around, and you know what, man? The park, it was a Saturday, the park was packed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You would not be able to tell that we're in the pandemic. People were barbecuing. There was like 50 to 60 people in bunches just sitting there.
Where was this?
Right next to my house.
You guys seen the protest, right?
Yeah. Pardon?
How long ago he asked?
How long ago was this?
This was Saturday. Last Saturday just passed. Yeah.
Because of Anzo, I'm so happy to hear that. Because for the last longest, I had to hear how stupid we Americans was. You're not listening to the pandemic. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Well, welcome to stupidity. welcome to Planet Stupid, Anzo. Y'all know the same dumb shit we do.
No.
That imitation of Anzo.
Because I
Yeah.
imitated Danny on the stream, so I know he couldn't wait to imitate me. I know he was waiting for that. But no, listen.
Same stupid shit we doing, cause we still doing that same stupid shit.
Oh,
Yes, but
there's a whole lot of stupid everywhere.
But your numbers were a lot higher than what we have now. That's one of my concerns. But what I'm saying now at this point, like, I mean, you're gonna lock, especially us. You're gonna lock us up at 8:00. It's summertime. The weather is nice, and we can't go outside. People are gonna revolt, and we already had a protest. We got another one coming up, right? We had a protest at the old port. Remember, Danny, when I showed you a picture with a boat and everything?
Yeah,
that's our old port. So they had a protest on.
You have daylight saving time in Canada?
Yeah.
I think it'll loosen up in the summertime. It'll loosen up.
Well, no, it was supposed to loosen up because they had our curfew at 8, then they changed it to 9:30, and then they brought it back to 8 now, right? So now, right, exactly. So what happened Sunday was people went out to the old port, and it was after curfew, and they were just protesting. But then the protest ended up turning into burning garbage cans and rioting and all kinds of stupid shit.
You remember me telling we won our Stanley Cup? You remember me telling you that there ain't enough manpower to enforce that?
They enforced it, Danny.
They enforced it.
They enforced it here. Yes, they did.
I'm talking about that old port thing. They can't really call on people.
Someone's mic just went up 100%.
Either that or flush the toilet.
Is it me? No. I hope it's.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it was you.
I don't know how they going to enforce all that.
The riot squad came out, Danny. So what the riot squad did is they do it whenever there's a riot squad. They put a line from one side of the street to the other side of the street. They rushed people off, and then when they did, they actually cornered it off, so you couldn't get into the old port in any way, left, right, down, or out. Exactly. They locked that shit down.
I'm saying nobody got a ticket or went to jail, right?
I think 9 people went to jail, and they gave out over 50 tickets.
If you would incorporate, you probably wouldn't get a ticket or jail time, right?
No, they're giving you a ticket. They're giving you the ticket because you're not supposed to be out there. So whoever they caught, that either went to jail or got that $1,600 fine.
Yeah. Oh my God!
They wouldn't have caught me, boy. Because time was I see him coming. Hey, let's go.
Oh, that's a damn stimulus check, man. That 1,600.
I would have been gone before they came, boy.
So your curfew is at 9:30, right?
8:00.
No, it's at 8 now.
8:00. Well, listen, we all know that the virus, it goes to sleep at 8:00, right? So that's or no. I'm sorry.
This is the meetings the virus has with our government,
Yeah.
Because
go ahead, Roberto.
They just discovered that people can gather in the parks now and take their masks off because COVID decided to say, hey, summer's around the corner. So let's start getting them used to what it's going to be like for a little bit. And then I'm going to change shit up again.
Because that's what I heard. They're changing it up now. I'm hearing if 2 people or more than 2 people are walking together, you have to have your mask on. Like
that's what they want to do. What's fucked up here?
Let me ask you this. How about 6 months down the road, the curfew and the mask, the 2 people mask, this kind of stuff, you couldn't have found out that it works. Will you be pissed off?
It's not about being pissed off, Danny. It's right now, it's inconsistent with what they're doing, right? Because hear this. They closed down their gyms. They closed down barbershops. They closed down this because they don't want people gathering. But yet you can get on a bus that is packed, like to the rim. The metro is packed to the rim. You can go to a supermarket or any store that is packed to the rim. But
I can tell you this, Danny. Let me give you an example. I can't come to your house and chill, but I'll tell you, Danny, meet me at the mall. We can hang out all day, yo.
Oh, yeah.
So the mall is open.
Yeah.
Malls are open, yes.
Okay.
They have a
big box stores are open. All box stores are open.
They have a limited capacity, like the malls.
I can see the grocery store. I'll tell you how it is here. I went to one of our. Columbia is the capital of South Carolina. The next, they call it the Queen City, Charleston. I went there, me and my wife, in a couple of hours, and you went down what they call the market. Now these people, it is big time tourist location.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in the market, if 2 people go in, then another people can't come out until 2 people come out. So that's how they did it the whole time. They had security guards at each exit point and entry point, and that's how we do. If 4 people came out, then 4 people go in. 2 people come out, 6 people. So, and they were on that. And if you didn't wear your mask, we went on like a horse carriage ride. If you have your mask, that's $100 ticket. Bloop, bloop.
Well,
So
this
They
is
were
the thing.
enforcing
We have our limits too, right? You can only have a certain amount of people in the store, and I get that, right? But like, I don't need to go downtown to go to Foot Locker. Foot Locker is open. You know what I mean? I can go down tomorrow and buy a pair of shoes, but Roberto can't go to the gym and work out.
And also, Anzo, you can take those shoes, you can try them on. Like, they don't really fit me. Put them back in the box, put them back on the rack. You know,
Actually, I saw at a Foot Locker when I was passing by when I was walking, and they were actually spraying the shoes with what you call it, sanitizer.
Well, that's good. They should do that anyway because you're trying them on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
And
what
they
use on bowling shoes, right? Bowling alley
Yeah.
shoes. That's exactly what they're doing.
They also
Now
make
that's what they should have started spraying all over the place. Bowling alley shoe spray, man. That shit kills everything. That's what they should have done at the fucking hospitals.
Yeah, that will smell great, man. I'm sure it
Can
smells
I have
great.
some bowling alley shoe spray, please, sir?
They also make you wear one of those little nylon socks too, right? So you have to put on a nylon.
Now, see, if somebody come in and they ain't got no socks on, their ass should not even be allowed to try those.
They don't. Over here, they don't let you. They give you a sock.
Yeah, a nylon sock. Yeah, and even if you
guys
have on
realize-
socks, you still gotta wear it.
Do you realize we're the only ones in North America to have a curfew?
Yes. Yes.
The
we are.
only ones. Are our numbers any different than anywhere else?
We had
Maybe
a curfew.
maybe that's
now.
why.
We had a curfew.
No, but per capita, we're not on the extreme over that we need a curfew here. We're not the highest per capita in North America to have a fucking curfew. The reason why everyone's going crazy is because they can't justify what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody understands why they're doing it. Like, make us understand and we'll do it. But you can't make us understand. You cause confusion. You know, people get nuts.
It's very silly.
I ain't mad at what I am not mad at y'all because at least y'all there seems to be a method to your madness. We know these numbers were high, and I can't think what numbers crazy, and they still letting these bars open. And I got this thing on here. Let me see if I can find it. The quickest way to get it, they're saying, is places with buffet. Bars and buffets are the highest way.
Absolutely.
And they're wide ass open here.
So if you guys watch my channel, you guys know I've been like going to the movies. I saw Godzilla vs. Kong in the movies, all that. And it's like, hey, make sure you wear your masks at all times, unless of course you're enjoying food and drink. It's like, well, got my drink right here, got my popcorn. I guess I won't be and it's like, yeah, you spaced out the seating where it's like, I'm not going to be sitting in the same row. You'll have a row of space. But when we leave the theater, I'm going to be walking right out of the theater with you. Like I'm going to be like 2 inches away from you. So
yeah, but you're supposed to respect the social distance.
No, and I do. I sit there and do my review or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, theoretically, there's.
I never hear you guys mention 3 feet distance. Do you guys have like a
6
distance
feet,
gap?
6 feet.
6 feet?
6 feet, yeah.
Yeah, if you go in the store, they got it lined off. They got the bubbles you can stand in.
Yeah,
and
nobody does.
Like a Chinese restaurant, man, they got the glass windows. Burger King, McDonald's, they got the windows, and then on top of that, at Burger King, they hand everything to you in this glass bucket. They don't even touch money, everything. They got on gloves, glass bucket. Right. You don't even make human contact.
Really?
You know, the best is I went to Starbucks. I took my daughter to Starbucks, and
they take the money here.
I'm saying they have on gloves.
No, I know. No, I'm talking about here. They take the money here. They don't have gloves. They don't have
gloves. No, fast food, Burger King, McDonald's, gloves. If they take your money, and then McDonald's even got this thing now. It's like an extended arm with the ATM at the end of it. So they'll push the ATM out. You put your card in there. It'll beep, 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 beep. Then they say, "Do you want a receipt?" Nope. They don't even
At
touch
Taco
money.
Bell, they give me the sauce in a cup.
Thanks
just
for coming,
so they
man.
don't have to hand me the sauce, I guess.
Hey, Vigilante Wilson.
Yeah.
Vigilante Williamson. Thank
Thanks
you, man.
for coming,
Appreciate
man. Much appreciated, for real.
it. Hey, stop beating up Stevie Wonder, man. Leave that blind man alone.
And I want to say this. GCB, what is up? Glad to see you on the stream. I know you're over here talking here. I don't know if you're trying to troll, but if you like Trump, more power to you, brother. You ain't gonna get no arguments here. You're not gonna be trying to push us to be arguing about that today. So good luck. Go ahead, Josh. What you saying?
Oh no, I was just talking about how Taco Bell, they give me the sauce inside of like a plastic cup. It's like, wow, you guys are actually getting rid of your cups to do that. You know, that's for a company that tries to save every penny, it's pretty amazing. But
yeah. Well, here when
Roberto,
yeah, go ahead.
Roberto, before you were saying about your daughters and at Starbucks, you were saying.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Greg. Thanks for acknowledging it, brother Geist Guard. Much love.
Always, bro.
I'm not into this whole trendy coffee, whatever shit, you know? So I make my order. I get to the window. I'm already nervous if I said everything right. She gives me the drinks in these like really nice fashionable mugs. And I'm like, oh shit, that's why people come here. You get free mugs when you order the shit. I grabbed the mugs, I took them, they're like, no, sir, that's so we don't touch your stuff. I said, oh, well. So now that I touched it, does it mean it's mine? So you have to give them back, man. But you know, it's like, fuck, you don't know how to act anymore. It's like, send a memo, send an email of all these changes you do so people don't feel awkward, man. You know?
Oh my God. GCB. Now, bro, you about to get me. You about to get me. I'm gonna use my boys up top. You about to get me vexed. Okay?
Nice.
Do not come out your mouth about Obama. I'm telling you now. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. As the first black president, I didn't think I'd see that in my lifetime. So I'm gonna put you in timeout, bro.
Taco Bell is drive-through only, money in a bucket. I don't know. Our restaurants are like you can go in and you can order, but you can't sit down and eat. You know what I mean?
See what I sent y'all to?
And that's
what's that?
Check your
hold
phone,
on.
guys.
Yeah, I will.
And that's another thing. I be seeing these lines. Like I saw a line at Wendy's. That shit to the drive-thru went all the way around. Like I'm talking like 20 cars are waiting at Wendy's. I'm like, dude, first off, you can just go somewhere else. Just go get pizza or something, man. Like you guys are really gonna wait there that long at Wendy's?
Uber Eats have become my best friend.
When I saw that number 6 on that list, man, my heart dropped.
I'm looking at it now.
Because I love pontoon rides, boy.
Yeah, I saw something similar to this. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, Nightwing, MSK, what's up, man? He's muted. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying,
oh my lord, GCB talking some shit. Who gives a fuck? Okay.
Really? Really?
Oh yeah, sorry, dude.
What's up, good brother? How you doing?
I just cut off. Oh, you know what I mean? Long day at work, getting off, and got to deal with other people's problems.
What's up?
What's up, man? Sorry, I haven't been on this in a long time, dude. I can get stuff off my chest. That's why I come here. There you go.
Yes, exactly. That's what
you know, I don't have pet peeves. I don't usually have a lot of pet peeves, man. But you know what really like fucking gets me off and makes me hard as fuck half the time?
What's that?
People will tell you, people will say this generic statement. Tell me how you really feel. Just tell me how you really feel. You say how you really feel, they get mad at you. Why ask me how I really feel then?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Well, that's like, hey man, if you need me, I'm there. Let me know. It's like,
you're not gonna judge you. I won't judge you. Just tell me how you really feel. I can take it. Tell them, fuck, I can't be your friend anymore. I ain't talking to you for another 2 months. Fuck yeah, what the fuck? People genuinely want you to say what they want you to say to make them feel
fucking
better.
Robots,
they're
man.
They're called
robots.
They're robots.
Somebody asks me, yo, how you feel? I say, yo, you know what? You have a minute? Because I got a lot of shit to tell you how I feel. But you know, you don't really give a shit, so why do you ask? Just say what's up, yo. And I'll say what's up. We go about our business. Fuck.
I got one. What about the people that tell you to smile? Hey, smile, man. Get the no. How about
Like,
that?
You don't
That's
know
what you
the fuck
smack.
I'm going
That's
through.
when you smack them across your head and you go,
Don't you do
now
that?
I'm smiling.
Wait,
I'll give him a
who
salute.
was it
Yeah.
to get mistaken for the shopping, working at the shopping mart? Was that you, Josh?
That was me.
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys, seriously.
Bring him out of- what are you
In his
bringing that up
defense, she wanted his hard drive, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember?
Okay.
Oh, you love
Wanted
that shit, man.
his
You
hard
love
drive.
that shit.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
but I feel you, Nightwing. I feel you, man.
Yeah, yeah, and then dude, like it's the same thing with girls who have husbands who beat them. Like you say this guy treats you like shit. You're talking shit about on social media, so his fucking family sees these piece of shit, and you stay with him. Logic. What are we doing here? I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone of morons, and I'm like a sane person going, man,
Preach.
We had-
oh my god.
We had
That's
that
right.
conversation earlier, and Donnie said that's like one of the worst kind of cases. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you go there and the woman's been all beat up, but she doesn't want to press charges. She doesn't want to do anything.
I'll change him. Oh yeah, I'll change him. Oh, I can change him. It's just
So you're
few
gonna-
more black eyes.
Now I will say it. Now you get already finished. Now a lot of
Yeah,
these
go ahead.
people,
Give me a second.
a lot of these,
Talk.
these victims, not all of them, but a lot of them aren't educated. They
True.
don't have a means to support themselves. The abuser has separated them from their family. Usually he controls their money, controls what they wear, controls where she can and can't go. So there's a lot of factors in there. So you have to. And then what is crazy about it is most women that are victims, their mother are victims. So the cycle continues. And so their mother gets treated like that, so they gravitate towards a man who beats them. And the man that beats the women saw their dads do it, so it's a continuous cycle. So until one of them breaks the cycle, which mostly law enforcement, because we try to make them go to marital classes, abusive classes, this kind of stuff, sometimes jail time, but we try a lot of different programs to try to break that cycle. But a lot of times you can't break the cycle. So
in my industry, we call that a pimp. We control what they wear. They control,
Hey, Josh, I hear it ain't easy, man. I hear it ain't easy.
Sometimes it is, man.
It ain't easy.
Oh shit! So, Josh, did you have anything you wanted to get off of your chest, brother?
I didn't have
on
anything.
your chest.
I didn't have anything planned.
That's a different show.
Yeah. That's the nerdgasm for later.
Yes.
I didn't have anything planned, but I will say this: there is something I want to talk about. Just like Danny was speaking about how I want to go to Canada for the last couple years. We talked about this before the show a little bit. I come to the realization that if I want to do that, if I want to go to Canada, and soon probably if I want to go anywhere, I'm going to have to get vaccinated, man. And I don't know. I might just have to not go and visit you guys and hang out and just not get vaccinated because I've been seeing some really bad cases. I saw Johnson & Johnson finally. They got cut off. They're no longer in the running.
Pull out 15 million bad doses.
Yeah, man. And Johnson & Johnson, we know the owners of the Jets, I mean, if they can't even succeed in football, how are they going to succeed in this vaccination thing? But no, seriously though, I seen people like with bad reactions. I seen one guy, his leg looked like a sweet potato and his skin was peeling off. So I might have to hold off on seeing you guys. And also, you probably won't let me cross the border even if I get vaccinated anyway. So,
Well, you got a criminal record or something?
No. I'm talking about because the virus.
The borders being closed.
You can always get your rabies shot.
I heard that they kind of like, well, no, I don't know if people coming in, but I know if we go on vacation, right, and we come back, they got to quarantine.
10 to 14 days.
Here's what happens. You have to get tested before you get into the country. Then they put you up in a hotel and you got to get tested there, and you're there until you get a negative test. So you have 14 days there. Yes.
You forgot that big one.
Yes,
your expense, which is $5 grand. $5 grand.
$5 grand.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
$5 grand.
Yes.
Before I better have any kind of food I want.
You got to buy your own food.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's with the
What the hell is
vaccination, you said, Anzo?
Where's
That's with the
That's
That
vaccination?
$5,000 is for
$5,000?
the tests and all the staff
The
that they have to have
accommodation
on
and
board
everything.
to
Mhm.
hold
Okay.
you in the rooms.
What happened to all this free medical aid and all that stuff that Canada
They
had?
they
that's not it.
basically put that there
Yeah.
to deter people from traveling, Danny.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's
if you
because
got the
they're not
money and
supposed
you
to
don't
leave.
give up, then you can do it. But the most
Mhm.
common people with common sense ain't doing that shit, man.
I guarantee you Drake ain't doing that shit.
Who?
No,
Drake?
Drake got money. He can travel and he could do that shit,
Man, he ain't staying nowhere 14 days.
but he would have to.
Yeah, pay that sucker. Hey, here, Prime Minister. Here's
Yeah.
here's a $500,000 Canada bucks.
You know
There
what?
go.
To be honest with you, Drake's a celebrity, so they'd probably make him quarantine at his house.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They would probably tell him
10
okay,
days.
Well,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
Not the 14 days. It's 10 days for you
yeah.
because
Mhm.
you're
Getting
somebody.
back to my thing though, I just want to say like the vaccine. How do you guys feel about at least the Pfizer, Moderna? Maybe not
Pfizer,
Johnson
for sure.
Johnson.
My
Yeah.
I
father
can't
got
really tell you because I
father-
don't watch the news.
I can tell you from family members and friends at work, the first shot isn't bad, but that second one puts them on their ass. Everybody who I know that personally took it, when they took that second shot, they were sick for a day or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dandelion had the vaccination already. I think she had her first one. So they came to my workplace and gave us the vaccines.
Yeah, if I did it, I don't know, man. I'd have to schedule it where it's like I'm not going to work or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
for like a
Pfizer.
couple
Do
days.
you want to hear how our province fucked up again, Danny?
Huh?
Our province is not following any of the guidelines of these guys, how they're recommending we should take it. So our province, the prime minister wants to give it out to more people opposed to following the 3 week, or was it 3 weeks or 3 months after?
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks, right? You're supposed to get your second shot.
We're doing 3 months,
Well,
but it's 3 weeks. Yeah.
We're doing 3 months.
Damn.
So how effective is it now if you got to wait 3 months to get your second shot when in reality you should be waiting 3 weeks?
Pfizer actually.
It sounds like
they
he's
said-
trying to spread it out.
Mhm.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to give the first shot to more people opposed to following the standard.
So Pfizer has actually said that it's still effective even if it's 3 months, but it's not what
We'll
they're
find
saying.
out, right? We'll find out.
I haven't heard too much about the Pfizer, but I heard that Moderna is really tough. The second one.
And here's the other thing, like, no, go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
I'm sorry. What I've
Who's the
seen
one
is
shot crew?
That's Johnson Johnson.
Okay.
That's the one they just pulled out.
Yeah, but the other one, the Moderna, from what I've seen, they get extremely cold, weak, flu-like symptoms, and for like 24 to 48 hours, they ain't worth 50 cents.
Oh my god.
Is
So
is
also,
anybody taking it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna be taking.
A lot of my coworkers and
Mhm.
family member and friends.
Are you asking?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no, I meant anybody on the panel.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna be taking it at one point. My dad got his
I'm waiting.
last month, the Pfizer, but that if I'm taking any of them, it's gonna be the Pfizer.
gosh,
How do you
man,
do-
it was
how do you do the
nice.
second shot?
It was nice having you on. You know, I don't know if we'll see you next week. No, I'm messing with you. No,
Who knows,
I'm-
man?
I'm just waiting for the zombies.
That's
Yeah.
a personal. That's a personal.
Yeah, it's a personal
That's-
decision.
Mhm.
Like,
no, that's good. No, it's
like
cool,
I said before, like I want to take it. My dad took it. I have to actually speak with my kid's pediatrician to see if she can take it because she has severe allergies, and I know that because of severe allergies, she couldn't take the H1N1 back in the day, so I didn't take it. So at one point, I was like, if she can't take it, I won't take it, kind of thing. So I have to see that. But you know, my dad took it, and he was like all against it, and he took it because it was the Pfizer. He actually went for a checkup with his girlfriend at the clinic. My dad's 80 years old, right? And it was basically
And you get a
the doc-
girlfriend?
yeah. Yeah, you
gotta.
and basically they were there for a checkup, and the doctor just went, "Did you guys get your shots yet?" And they're both like, "No." And he goes, "Go next door and get it." And my dad's like, "Which one is it?" And the only reason why he got it is because my aunt in Florida, she got it, and it was the Pfizer one. So when he heard it was Pfizer, he decided to get it there at the last minute. But he was like, nope, I'm 80 fucking years old. I went through all this shit in my life. I'm not gonna take freaking vaccine now. But calls me up after having an argument about it, he goes, "Oh, guess what? I got vaccinated." I'm like, "You motherfucker. You made me freaking argue with you for like 2 hours and you just went around and got it." But it's a personal thing, man.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead, Josh. What were you gonna say?
Another thing is that, okay, so I get the vaccine. I'm good, right? Like, I don't need to wear a mask anymore. I'm all set, right? Oh no, do I still have to wear the mask though? I still have to do all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Isn't that the point though? Like, we're good. We're all vaccinated.
No.
Why was not see?
The thing is that that's one of the arguments my dad was making. It's not a vaccine that's going to prevent. It's not like the meningitis shot. It's not like the polio. It's not about it's like smallpox. It's not going to prevent you from getting it. It's going to help you fight it if you get it, right?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
It's going to hinder the symptoms, like not helping to breathe, helping some of the breathing issues, feeling all achy and sore throat, all that kind of stuff is supposed to take away all that or lessen it to a certain degree that you don't have to be hospitalized and get in serious conditions.
I'm on Roberto's for mind frame. I'm not going to get it unless I really have to. Plus, to be honest with you, like, and I don't know for sure, but I know before COVID got like all broadcast and everything, I got sick, and I was sick to the point where I never kind of felt sick like this before. I was like, shit, you know what I mean? And it didn't last long, but the cough that I had lasted longer than I've ever had a cough last, you know what I mean? So I kind of think I had it. I'm not gonna take the chance to say, yeah, I had it and be all stupid and shit, but kind of feel
what
like
I had before COVID came out was severe bronchitis. This is what the doctor told me. And it was no fucking joke. Like I couldn't even blow out a candle if I wanted to. It was like a cold from hell.
Exactly. I was like that in January all the way to like end of February with a huge major cold. Like me and 3 other guys at work.
They gave me 10 days off from work. I've never gone that before.
I did hear that if you take the shot, that it suppresses your want to smoke weed.
What?
Daddy, man.
Well, that took a while, man. That took a while.
Did you hear Jamaica say
You hit that so deadpan, and you guys did. I laughed immediately. That was good. That was good, dude. Good job,
Daddy tried to keep a straight face, but
But you think I believe that shit? Weed actually deters COVID, man.
And
weed deters COVID.
It deters COVID?
My buddy. My buddy.
There is no way in hell Roberto Alonso would take that shot.
You know that. You know that. But listen, I have a buddy of mine who was in contact 2 times with someone who was straight up COVID, and he didn't have it. And this guy's a bong master.
You trying to say that weed?
And there was even a comment made. A doctor had made a comment that weed deters, just like your ex-president said some stupid shit too. You know.
Whoa.
It's not like he lied though.
That sucker sound like Keith Murray. Don't Keith Murray say that thing? Weed is special because it makes me think. I'm like, what the hell?
That should be in the Bible.
I can't believe he said that.
In all seriousness, though, do you guys
Thou
think
shall blaze? Sorry.
No, sorry. My cousin had said, Josh, you know what you need to do? You need to like boost your immune system with potassium and vitamin C. Do you think that like the normal way that we boost our immune system with echinacea and all this stuff helps against COVID in all reality? Or no?
I know one thing. I heard that vitamin C thing, and cause I would start drinking an ass of orange juice. Cause I was drinking orange juice like water at one time. Trying to get all
That's
that
what I'm
sugar.
drinking now.
As contagious as this motherfucker is, I don't think so. You just got to stay away from it, man.
Take your precautions, man. Take your
Because
precautions.
that cold that I was talking about that I had, I started seeing my staff go down like one by one. One girl got sick on Monday, then 2 people sick on Tuesday. By Thursday came around, I was down. It's just like fucking dominoes, man.
Wait, but Danny, what were you saying though? Did did that help you? You said that you were drinking the vitamin C a lot.
What I took was there's an infusion that you can take. It comes in an IV bag, and if you here in the States, gonna be certain criteria. Your age is one criteria. If you're a certain age, they give it to you. You qualify for it. Your body mass index, if it's a certain percentage, you qualify for it. Then if you have underlying health conditions, and the diabetes was what qualified me for it. And it made me feel bad that first day. That first day you take it, you feel like, holy shit. But
Really?
at the second day, and then you can't take the shots for 90 days after. I think my 90 days is up maybe like next week, but I feel great. I feel fine.
Good, man.
My boss took it, and he feels great. And I'm not going to take it unless I see better results. From what I'm seeing. I think my body has antibodies in there that's fighting it. I'm being careful. I'm washing my hands. I'm wearing my mask in public places. So,
I got my friends making jokes when I stand 6 feet away. They got you too, they say. I'm like, are you fucking stupid or what, man? What do you mean they got me? What, you think I'm going to be rebellious and stand 4 feet? I'm just doing whatever they say to end this shit, man. Why don't we all just get along?
That is correct. This is the one thing. Fuck, I want it to end, bro. Like,
yeah, man. And as long as we have these defiant mofos, this shit's just going to hang around, man.
They act like a mask is a death sentence. It's the craziest thing I ever heard.
And you know how many women are happy? They don't have to put on makeup anymore. They just hide behind that shit.
Listen, I wear
You're not worried about bad breath, chapped lips, all of that shit's all covered, yo.
I wear the mask because I know I can't go in the store without it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, and I'm not afraid to say it. It's just,
you're wearing those blue masks. You got to get a design.
Yeah, I do wear the blue mask.
Some black glasses.
That is true.
You look like a fucking criminal, and they can't tell you shit. You put fear in every store you walk in. I love it.
It's so insane, right? Because right now they passed a regulation that you have to wear your mask in the workplace all the time unless you're sitting down and eating. Now, my workplace.
I know one thing. I be eating every minute of the day. I have snacks all on my desk.
They enforce this, and because my department's completely isolated off from the rest of the company, right? And on my place, because they're talking, because there's a clause where if you're constantly talking, you can remove it, right? If it bothers you because you're trying to communicate. But upstairs, there's everybody listens, but 2 people, man. Like they're like the rebellious ones. And like I just like, and people, I can see them, right? I just walk up, I have to drop off some paperwork, and I'm out of there. Like I'm in and out. But I see people looking at this person, and it's like the death stares. Like, what part don't you fucking under? Everybody's doing it, right? One of them already started like obeying because the memo went back out again today. But that one person, man, it's like, really? It's like, really? What the fuck? It's like,
I can bet I can tell you the sex and color of that person in 2 guesses.
Oh, that's it. You're gonna. You might be wrong.
It's either 1 or 2 people. It's either a white male or a black female.
Actually, you got you got the race right for the man, but wrong for the. It's a white woman, man. It's an Italian.
I can't believe it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that explains.
Is her name Karen or no?
I'm not mentioning names, man.
No. You missed like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a joke. Yeah, the Karen.
Oh, the Karen thing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
she's sometimes a Karen. Yes.
and you see, me too. I'll go into the store if I got to do it. This is what we got to do. You know what I mean? So I'll do it because I want this thing done. I want to be able to, go to the Old Port. I want the Jazz Fest to come back and all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you this, when it is done and we can go back to normal, those events that we used to have, like, because I could tell Danny, like in the summertime, it's just for laugh. It's Jazz Fest. And we got all these kind of events that come up. These things are going to ball.
Formula One.
They still having concerts here. In fact,
I know.
Not here.
what's the guy? Mike Epps. What's the guy that act like an African? What's his name?
Oh, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Some more. They're gonna be in concert later on this month at one of my coliseums. I'm sure they're gonna social distance, but shit, they still do that.
Definitely not happening here.
Definitely, Dandelion. We do have good.
I wish I could see that thing we worked last. It was 5,000 people. This man charged $80 a head up to 9 o'clock. Then it went to $100 a head. If you want a VIP, it was $200, and he sold 600 VIP seats. So you add up all that together. This man made in one night almost a little over $500,000 in less than 12 hours. Man, I'm in the wrong profession.
Damn right, and that's what's gonna happen when here the Jazz Fest is gonna have so much people. I'm guaranteed they're gonna break records because people have been locked up. They haven't had this thing in almost 2 years now. So when it does come up, it's gonna be ram packed. So a lot of these companies are.
You know what's gonna happen too?
What's that?
I'm gonna cut you off. There'll be another round of baby boomers.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, the population gonna go up.
Sure.
You wait about 10 years later. Where the fuck did this come from? All these
stimulus money too. All that free money too is gonna help add that.
All about free money, but shit, you stuck together. You can't watch TV and fuck and eat. That's about it.
So, you know where I am, man. Where I am at the club, I'm making good money. That's why I haven't really been seeing you guys. I try to come and show some love and support, but yeah, man, I lots of people coming, spending racks, making it rain. You know, you got to wear your mask if you're walking around and all that shit. But yeah, people have been coming, spending money, giving me little tips for playing their songs and all that shit. And it's good, man.
Whoa. Another man give you a tip?
Oh yeah, they give me tips all the time, dude. One guy gave me $40.
I'll give you a tip, all right.
What kind of tip
I'm
you
kicking you out of the
Danny?
booth, Danny. Yeah,
I'll be like
Stormtrooper tip.
You should have been a woman because I'm not giving none of my damn money. Come on.
I've had people give me like $40. Hey, play some Kanye for me. I'll play like 5 songs and shit. Yeah,
man.
Like I would be like, I'll play for you for 50. Let's start an auction.
But that's the thing, and when I'm watching the news, like a lot of places in America are like completely opening up. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't there be like a 250,000 people dead in Florida already? With the amount of things I see going on in Florida, with all these get-togethers. Yeah. So how do you know? Like, I think they're doing it to prove the doctors wrong.
I think they're doing it to sell that vaccine. My only thing with vaccine is how did they develop it so fast? Unless
that's what's scary, Danny.
Unless A is man-made and they already had the vaccine, or B, they trying to just put that thing out real fast to try to calm the masses down, but don't know what the doggone long-term effects going to be. That's what scares me.
Like I said,
that's why I'm waiting. It's too fast.
20 years down the road,
it's gonna become another type of flu shot that you're gonna have to get every single season. That's what they're gonna try.
They're already saying that.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be it.
In 2 years.
I got a flu shot once, and I was never as sick in my life, man. And then I didn't take them. Then I would get my 1 or 2 colds a year max. But when I got my flu shot, I was getting sick every month. I had some kind of cold. Especially in the summertime. I hated that, being sick in the summer.
Well, did you see the numbers of the people that have caught the flu in these last years? It's like 3,800 people. Like or something so like that number. It was so low. It was so low. So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. That's almost impossible. I don't care what you want to tell me. The problem is that everybody that catches the flu, they're just fucking saying it's COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that money. Getting that money.
Well, that's what they said here. There's no flu during the wintertime. There's not flu season. It's just COVID-19.
Yeah,
maybe COVID's fighting the flu. Maybe it's punching the flu in the face or whatever.
They got to hear now that if you die of COVID and a family member pays out of pocket for your funeral, they're reimbursing that family member.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
It has to be
Wow.
COVID. You have to pay for it now. If the insurance company pay for it, no.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pay for it out your pocket, you show a receipt. I paid $10,000 on this funeral, whatever. They are reimbursing you.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed
Wow,
up.
that's nuts.
So
Yeah.
now we'll get into my topic. I had a few, but I'm gonna get this one. These Montreal guys, they're called Preach and Abba. You watch them, Roberto?
Oh yeah,
Who,
I watched
sorry?
Preach and Abba.
Preach and Abba.
Preaching Abba? No.
Yeah.
I watched
they're,
it.
they're from Montreal too. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And one of the shows one of the videos they did. It's not about their video.
I tried to watch. You sent it to me, right?
Yeah.
You sent it to us. I tried
Yeah.
to watch it for whatever reason. It wouldn't connect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, the video was like because there was some talk show that the girls were on, and the girl was like, "Oh, the black men are the side, and the white men are the main dish." Right now, they stopped it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But it's not what she really meant. It's just the way it came out, right? But then they started to get into the topic of perception and not dating a certain person for a certain reason. So let's say you are a black man and you say you're not dating a white woman, right? And they're like, oh, that could be put as perception or whatever, or that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, no, that's not perception.
That's
because
preference.
I don't even think it's preference. That is, to me, racism. If you're not going to date somebody because of the color of their skin, it has nothing to do with their personality. It has nothing to do with the way they are. It's just because they're a different color. I think that's borderline racism.
What
Well, it's not
borderline? It's fucking racism.
It's definitely
Okay.
racism. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no borderline on that.
So how about
That's
if you
racism.
okay? How so?
No,
Go ahead.
I'm not dating you because you're white. That's not
Yes.
racism.
You know
Yes,
what?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like,
That'd be
most
like-
of us
What is
know
that?
We're all
You know
here
what?
Yeah. Go ahead. No,
Keep
Danny, finish.
your. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Keep that thought, Josh. Go ahead, Danny. What were you saying?
That's the same thing if you say you don't want to date a man. Are you a man?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What's the difference?
You're racist towards men?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's
No.
like it's the same thing you said yesterday.
It's a choice.
If you
That's
say
right.
I'm saying it's a preference whether you want to date a white person, black person, man. Well, that is your preference. It ain't necessarily
Okay,
racism
so the next question is, why is that your preference?
because you don't believe in it. I don't believe in dating a man. That is
If I ask a person, okay, maybe I might not get the same response out of someone going out of gender, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I ask a person who tells me they don't want to date black men,
Mm-hmm.
do you think the answer they're going to give me, I can say, okay, I understand.
But
No.
it's a matter of attraction as well, right?
No, but I'm just asking that question. That's not the right answer, guys.
I'm in the most
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
one of the
hold
most
on.
unique situations than anybody else in this. I'm in a interracial marriage.
We
Oh,
are.
my.
One of my you are too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roberta? Okay, I'm sorry.
My wife's
Okay.
Armenian.
All right. Well, my wife is white. My stepdaughters are white. One of my stepdaughters will date black guys, and she's married to a black man. The other daughter, who I know loves me, dates white guys. And I asked one day, she said, it's not that I don't want to date black guys. She said, I just prefer white guys.
Okay. See, that's the
I don't
difference.
feel
That's
it's a
the difference,
preference,
though.
just like I said.
No. Hold on. That's the difference. She's not opposed to doing it. She said she doesn't want to do it. She never said she would never do it because he's black. I'm saying someone that will sit there and say, "No, that's a black woman. I'm not dating her because she's black." But if you say, "Well, I like white people," but if a black guy came along, I would take a chance. I would date him. That's not being racist. That is preference. But when you put that guaranteed, no, I would not do it because that's a black
I would like to know why.
I didn't hear the guarantee part.
That's exactly me neither.
Well, that's what I took from it. I'm sorry. That's what I took from it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to play devil's
me-
advocate.
Mhm.
I'm just going to say, I'll play both sides. I'll say, keep your preferences to yourself. You don't have to say, I only do X, Y, Z. If that's how you feel, just keep it to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make a
But
big
that's
deal
the
about
thing.
it.
That's the thing. If you're sitting there saying, "Oh, well, I'll never date a white girl," and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And it's
Well,
even it's the same as black people. As a black man, if I sit there and I say, "I'll never date a black woman," what does that make me? My mom is white, so you're saying my mom is black, so someone like my mom is not good enough for me?
I didn't hear the guarantee part. I just heard. I thought you were saying. Da, da, da.
No, I
You see,
understand. I
like
understand.
I'm in an interracial marriage, Danny. Of course, it's crossed my mind. Why haven't my kids dated a black guy? But I would never go to them and say, "Why aren't you dating black guys? I want you to date a black guy."
Right.
I would be wrong in saying that because my theory is love who loves you. I don't care what
Yeah.
complexion or
Right.
nationality you are. If you love me and have my best interest, I want to be with you. And that's my standard, and I hope my daughters have that same belief.
Yeah, the conversation came up. I mean, I don't care. As long as he treat her right, because he put his hands on her, I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't break you. I don't care. You're black, white, Chinese. I'll fucking break you if you touch my girls.
Absolutely.
Amen,
So
man.
what,
I
Danny? Go ahead. Go ahead, Danny.
I just noticed that because one of my oldest daughter, hey, she like chocolate. Like vanilla. I don't care as long as they.
As long as the man that you're there with treats them right. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. But when you put this narrative where it's like, I'm not doing it because of that. And it's the same thing, like I said, with the black men and black women. I just don't find, like, Geishka was like, it's about attraction, right? But if yeah, it is. But you can't tell me that there's not attractive black women. You can't tell me
No. But I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, right? I'm like, I'm full for whoever loves you. Believe me, I am. But for some people, they don't see it as racism. They don't make that connection. For them, it's a question of attraction, right? It comes out sometimes. I've known from conversations I had with women and other guys that, you know, like one guy, for example, that I went to college with. You know, he played basketball. He had a variety of friends, but he never dated anyone but white.
Sometimes it's a culture thing too,
as well. Yes, because you know, I'm going to be completely honest. When at the beginning, when my parents when I started dating at one point, you know, I got the whole, well, you're going to be dating a black, like Ozil too. He got the same thing. You know, you better not date black women. You know, I don't want to see that because of that. But my father nowadays, he completely the other side. Now he's like, oh, it's fine. Today is fine with my kids. Oh, it's fine as long as the person loves you. But back when I was a kid, that wasn't the way.
Especially
it was.
European,
Mediterranean. Right, I don't know how it was for Roberto when his whole relationship with his wife, being an Armenian as well, right? But it's that's how the times have changed, right? And I guess my father has seen that change and accepted, because when I talk about my kids, as long I had that conversation with him, he's like, oh, as long as they're loved, it doesn't matter. And nowadays, it can be a girl, it could be it's like, what the fuck, it's like what, it's like what the hell, you know what I mean?
Remember, I told you guys I grew up with my best friends was a Spanish girl and a Greek girl. The Greek girl, I remember to this like it happened yesterday. I was always at their house, and the mom goes to me one day, I would let you marry my daughter if you were Greek.
Yeah.
The way she said it, I wasn't offended. I didn't take it as an offense. If you want to keep it Greek, I can understand. That's your old school, your old country. I mean, there's a way to say it without getting that negative out of somebody, It's all in presentation. That's how I see it.
My dad used to tell me all the time. My dad used to tell me all the time, don't you ever bring a white girl home?
I've kind of,
you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's because of their generation. Like, their generation grew up with a lot of racism.
And we changed that shit.
Right, and they seen it differently, you know what I mean? But of course, you date who you love. It doesn't matter what color it is. That's why I'm saying, when you're putting that there and you're saying, oh, I'll never date a woman because she's white, or I'll never date a woman because she's black or she's Asian, whatever it is, that's racist to me.
That never has to have a story behind it.
But it's not racist. But it's not racist if it's his gender.
Well,
That's belief. No, like I respect that,
I'm
Danny.
just
I know
asking.
what
that
you're
would
saying,
be
Danny. I know what
not
you're saying.
racist, but sexist instead of
Yeah.
racist.
And I know what you're saying, and that's what they will say that it is. They'll say it's racist. They're doing it now, right? They call it you're homophobic if you wouldn't date. That's what they say. That's the narrative that they bring up. Again, that's to me is different because
Society, man.
you know what I mean? Is because I'm not attracted to men. You know what I mean?
Me neither.
So
Nope.
like we're not attracted to men. I'm attracted to women. So I don't look at their color and say, oh, this woman is that and this woman is that. If you're attracted to men, and hey, more power to you. Just me personally, I'm not. I'm attracted to women. So I find it different. Yeah,
no matter
absolutely.
what color. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Fair enough. For me, I have a unique situation a little bit. It's going to sound a little weird too, but whatever. I'm going to say it. We're going to get off my chest. So where I am,
it off.
no, where I am, I have a very large family here. Where I am, we, very large family. We're all mixed. Where I am, and we're white, black, Native American. My family extends very far. I meet like new cousins every like couple months. I'll meet somebody, I'll see them. If they look like me, it's like, hey, are you related to this family and this oh yeah, that's my cousin. It's like, oh hey, how's it going? So for me, I guess there was a subconscious thing where I wanted to date someone who does not look like me at all, because there's a very high chance where I am, it could absolutely be my cousin or a family
Is that chair
member.
pink?
No,
Sorry to cut you off.
It's purple.
I was like, hold on. I'm getting a close view. I'm saying, is Danny sitting in a pink chair, yo?
I
better play the contract.
I can't see.
Because that's a whole other story.
He's in touch with his feminine side.
I hear you.
That would be ironic after that discussion that we just had.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, so my baby mama is white. Not that I'd be opposed to dating somebody that looks like me, but I'm saying like where I am, it's very possible that it could be my family member, and I don't want that at all. So it's a weird situation. But
well, that's the thing. I'm Scotian, right? So I have to be careful. Like my mother's maiden name is Paris. I have to be very careful if I meet someone that's Paris, because Nova Scotia is a small place, right? Everybody knows each other. Like a lot of people in Scotia are cousins.
Everyone's related. Exactly.
Yeah, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in some sort of way, right? Yeah, in some sort of way, absolutely. Like certain names that if I hear a last name, I have to be like, oh, I don't know who's your family, who's this, who's that. You know what I mean? Because it could be close enough. So
I'm gonna have to break it off real quick if I find out you're my
you don't want to hear none of this. Hi, I'm your uncle and your cousin too.
It's gonna wind up being Mad Max Fury Road in the end, man. I don't want that shit, or The Hills Have Eyes, rather.
It'd be like that episode of the X-Files, right? For the inbreeding.
Which they had. Okay.
Just ignore what Matt said, Danny. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a nice chair, man. I like it. I like that chair, bro. That's fire as hell, bro.
That Roberto was like, "Is Danny sitting in a pink chair?"
He's muted.
You're muted.
Danny.
It's purple, bro.
I hear you. I got corrected, but it looked pink. I was all up like this in the camera, like, what? Am I seeing correct?
No, you weren't seeing correct. But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm saying. So for me, I find that stuff, you can't not date somebody because of the color of the skin. You could be missing one of the best relationships of your life because you won't date that person because that person is a different race than you. It's absolutely true. It's
absolutely like I said, keep it to yourself, man. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be vocal about it. No, we don't know. That's why. No, that's why we're asking. What do you like?
Well, we all in interracial relationships. I'll be honest with you. My preference is light skin. It just is. That's
Red
how I grew.
bones.
That's
You
how
want red bones, baby.
Yo, Apollonia, those girls, Apollonia, Vanity.
preference
Those
is
are the
woman.
those
It's
are
funny you
the
say Apollonia
Woman with
because
big
that's
booty.
What's-
one of my my mantle on the wall.
Man.
she
A lot
was
of people don't
man.
know who she is, but
she was
that woman
bad,
was
bro.
fire, fire,
Yes.
fire. Like this
Yes.
woman could wear no makeup and she mash up all of these dolls of
Mm-hmm.
injections and all this lip and all this
Yep.
stuff they're doing. You know,
Mhm.
it's funny you brought that up because this African guy said something about the man is foolish. The man is foolish thinking he could change or control a woman.
Mm-hmm.
A woman is born with hair. She manipulates it. She's born with lips. She influences her buttocks. She influences all of these things God gave her. She changes. So what makes a man think he's going to change a woman?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cisco
I read
said,
that. I was like, fire. I can't post that. I'll be in trouble. But that was fire, yo.
then Cisco came out with the thong song.
Yeah, I was
If
the
you
security. Okay.
No, I was just gonna say if you like that, Roberto, you should watch Kevin Samuel, man. He keeps it real and shit. You know what I mean? I don't always agree with everything he says, but he keeps it real and he talks about that kind of shit about women and men and relationships and all kinds of stuff like that. But to go back with what I was saying with my preference, that's my preference. But that doesn't mean, like I said, light skinned women. But doesn't mean that I wouldn't date white. I wouldn't date Asian. I'm like Harold. I've been through them all. You know what I mean? I've been through them all.
Plead the fifth.
But-
Plead the fifth.
Nice.
It's
But
funny
my-
because go ahead, Sansa. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, but the relationship is the first actual interracial relationship. I was in everything before that was usually black women or whatever. You know what I mean? But again, I never was against it. I was never gonna sit there and say, "Well, I will never date a white woman. Or I'll never date an Asian woman," because I love beauty. You know, there's beauty in all races. Every single race, there's beauty in it. I see two. Oh, Danny, sharing the screen.
I'm happy. I'm happy we're going through
Yes,
this without
Danny.
even saying any stereotypes.
Yes,
Like,
Danny.
you
Oh,
know,
my Lord.
so and so. Yes, nice man.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Why did Eddie Murphy get rid of that? What was he smoking?
I don't know. Put
You
some
know-
chocolate.
you know what
put
my
some chocolate
nickname was
candy
in high
on there
school?
for Mama Bear.
You see what you're talking about, Anto?
Uh-huh.
When I talk about love who loves you, you know, I was bullied by black women or attempted to be bullied by black women. They used to call me HL. Hey, good morning, HL. I don't know if you guys could put HL together.
HL. Nah.
It's a little trivial. Let's see. We made reference of a vulgar name towards Caucasian to white people that we used to use back in the day.
HL or
HL.
LB?
Well,
I
just
don't
put
know
the
what you're
H,
talking
remove the L, just the H.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A car has reference to it. You can.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
But what was
Honky
the L
lover?
part?
They
Honky
used to call
lover.
me Honky Lover. That was my nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Honky lover. Oh, you're shitting
And I was
me?
like,
Really?
yeah, man.
That was your name on the toilet stalls? No, I'm
By the way,
Yes,
that
yes,
was so
it was.
obscure. There was no
It
way I was
literally
gonna guess
was.
that.
It literally was.
There's
My
no way I
brother
was gonna
told me
guess
he
that.
would see it because my brother went to the same high school as me, my younger
Mhm.
brother. And he told me the shit he would hear and see. Like, there was a lot of shit that was done and said about me I didn't even know, right? But that was one. And that started from, like, first year high school. Because, you know, elementary was pretty much all of the kids you grew up in your neighborhood. I went to St. Kevin's. I knew everybody. I saw them in school, after school, weekends. It was all the same people. You go to high school and it's like, oh, whoa. Look at all the variety. Look at all the new faces, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just ran wild. And, you know, it just turns out that, you know, it wasn't the black girls running wild for me. So I just ran wild whoever ran with me.
Mm-hmm.
And they hated me for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hated me. Like, hate's a very strong word. I did nothing to them. They hated
Lord
me.
have mercy, God.
But that
Maya.
works.
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah,
Look at them
she's
thighs. Look
hot
at them
though.
thighs right now.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, Danny, whoa.
Oh, this is what you like, Anzo. That's what you're saying.
That's why Danny's popping them up. But yeah.
Nice.
No, Maya was hot, man. When she did the Dancing with the Stars that year, oh my God, that was fire. But go ahead, Roberto. Finish up what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what? It didn't really. I mean, it did affect me, obviously, because I'm speaking about it today. But at the time, it didn't really affect me because I just said you're missing out.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like you can't. And I said this before. I said it. You can't stop who you fall in love with. You just
imagine
can't
if there was social media back then.
Oh
my fuck. My shit would have been ruined fast, yo.
Tinder, Bumble, Tinder.
Oh no, that shit. Let us see the picture of me and just say no. Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I said, social media is like a curse, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's so much people on there that act and pretend to be shit that they're not. You know what I mean? You get keyboard warriors, you get all kinds of shit. It's all good to be sitting there making fun of people and laughing and doing shit when you're behind a computer. But 90% of them would not be doing any of that shit to your face.
Yeah, they want to be bullies, like you say. They hide behind a keyboard because you face them face to face. They can't even look you in the face.
Yeah,
they're like little feeble pieces of shit.
Yeah.
GCB, where you at, man?
There's only one bully I like, and that's a bedroom bully.
Mads is gonna tear you up for that one.
You see, I prefer to be the bedroom bully. That's just
that's
me,
what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying.
Amen, man.
But yeah, you know what I mean. So it was a good show tonight, guys. We did 2 hours. I don't know if you guys are ready to close it up. It's up to you. If you guys have anything else you want to discuss, Danny, did you have anything you want to discuss?
No, I'm just here to defend cops across the world.
I feel you, Danny. I feel you.
It's okay, Danny. We love our cops, man.
The subject Guy Scar brought up, it's something that I've been really questioning and asking myself a lot lately. Like, is this a test? Because I find myself angry more times than not. And when you can't justify your anger, it's fucking scary and bothersome, like, because it's not a good feeling. And I'm sure internally it's doing some damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we have all of these other external things preventing us from releasing, like, this is the perfect time to go chill in the park and just reflect. And why do you want to do it when the daytime, when everybody's doing it? You want to do it when nobody's doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking so much negative. Where is there a positive? I mean, yes, I'm positive. I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to wake up every day and experience a new day. Mm-hmm. But other than that, what the fuck, yo?
I agree. Right. You're 100%.
Fucking tiring. It's tiring.
Well, like I said, man, what I did today, I had a great day with my daughter.
I'm happy for you, man.
No, but you know what I mean? I'm not trying to brag or whatever.
No, it's just...
No, you know what I mean?
We didn't even acknowledge it because we're not used to hearing it. We're so used to hearing the negative. It's the new in thing, man. That you had a good time, Josh. That's good. We don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear about people who suffered and
that's what the news has in mind. That's what
it's done to us.
Yeah.
The news
that's what it's done to us.
Like they don't want to hear that shit. Oh, it was so and so. Roberto came around the community with candy for all the kids, and it was nice. Everybody had... No, they don't want to hear that shit. Tell them about the cop that got shot. Tell them about the whatever nonsense.
And it's funny too because if they even did do a story like that, it's like 5 seconds. Oh, this guy came into this and did this for the community, and on the news tonight at 9, a car quit shot or about. You know what I mean? You get 2 seconds of good news, and then the rest of it is just horrible. And it's funny
because about it was always like that, Anzo. But it wasn't.
I know.
It wasn't. It's like they took what used to be 2 or 3 minutes of the news and it's pushed it out to like 20-30 minutes. So everything else is forgotten. That's embedded in your head,
And you get all those notifications popping up here.
Yeah.
Once the minute you like a certain type of video, you're getting all the notifications on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why when I watched that it's a documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, Yo, that shit opens
Oh,
up.
I saw that a while ago.
That shit
And I-
opens up your eyes to the
If it
algorithm.
doesn't,
Oh
you're
my
in
god!
fucking denial. You're in denial.
Absolutely.
And you know what?
100%.
My youngest daughter, you know what she told me, Anzo?
Mhm.
That's not for me, Dad. I go, that is specifically for
Yes.
you.
100.
Specifically. But listen, it's specifically for her, but yet she doesn't think it's for her.
Mhm.
You think she's alone in that thought?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
I'd say 90% of the
Nope.
kids our age are like that. That ain't for us. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Mhm.
They had their turn. Let us have ours.
Mhm.
That is why I would never change my fucking childhood, man.
But let me
real.
ask you this, guys, Scar, because you know what? I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. The only thing I would change about my childhood is that I feel underappreciated when I go to a younger person. I go to a younger person and I give them some advice, some life experiencing advice to avoid a situation that you may see they're going towards, or just to avoid it in general altogether. And they tell you, don't pitch me, old man. You know, don't tell me that shit, man. You lived your life, let me live mine.
Right.
But when I grew up and I was that kid's age, the guys that were my age wouldn't even let us in a vicinity. You think it was
real.
COVID. You weren't allowed to stand near these guys. If you went near them, they chased you and tied you upside down in a tree or fucking left you on someone's balcony for your friends to find you. We couldn't get advice or skills from the older guys. So for us to do it now and get rejected, it's a fucking insult, man. It's a slap in the face.
It's
You
like
want to fall down instead of learn? It's a bad cycle. That's a bad cycle to start.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
we
It's
listen
like-
to our parents going generational. Go as far back as you want to the fucking caveman. He hit his kid in the head with a club. Don't do that.
Right.
Now you can't do anything to your kids. So what's to stop your kid not listening to you?
Dude, you're preaching what I believe in too, man. It's like when my parents, my
Shots
dad used to
fired.
tell me, yeah, for sure, man. It's like when your father used to tell you stuff, right? And you were like, yeah, and then my dad would look at me and goes, well, when you have kids, you'll understand. And it's so freaking true.
My
As
dad
much
said-
as we want to be, it's so freaking true.
My dad said that to me all the time. It's like, oh, wait till you have kids. You think it's gonna be? He's like, wait till you get your
The
kids.
curse
He's
of
like,
the parents, yo. That's called the curse of the
he
parents.
couldn't wait. But and to one of your topics, and I'm gonna bring it back to like the dominoes. Yo, when your parents and them and would have those parties, and the older people used to play dominoes, they would not let the younger ones come in. It's like, no, what do you think you're doing? We had to actually prove ourselves to get into there, right? But that's the thing. It's like when grown-ups are talking back in our day, it's like, yo, you don't say shit. You shouldn't even be in the fucking room.
A pure grown-up here. Move on, go.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
all you would hear. It's pure
Big man
grown-ups
talk.
here.
Big man talk. Yeah,
exactly.
Just because
thanks a lot, Jason Lee.
Parents now
Thank
want
you.
to be the children's friends before they're
exactly.
and then they mad. I mean, they don't want their kids to be mad at them. I don't even dare with my kid mad at me.
Yeah.
Now when they get adult, okay, because they're adults.
Right.
But like my
Oh
oldest
my
daughter,
God.
she's married and she's independent.
Mm-hmm.
My younger daughter, she stay in my pocket. So I'm like, okay, if you stay in my pocket, then I'm gonna have some say so.
Absolutely.
In my house, but she don't seem to understand that.
Absolutely.
I'm grown. Yeah, you grown, but you're in my pocket.
I joke around with my little.
You don't want to hear my advice, my mouth, then get out my pocket.
Exactly. 100%.
I joke around with my little one. I look at her and I go, "You're my last hope."
Yeah,
The other
that
one's
goes
already
without
out.
saying, man. That's always the case. That's how it is.
This is the
A
older
better
one already
version
has
of
her
us.
mindset, man. That's it. I'm like, you're my last hope.
Whoa! Put up King David thing.
Warrior has been seen. This one?
King David, don't you be fuck with me. Do not. You better be true about that. I'm gonna look that up.
I don't know, Warrior.
It's a show Danny likes, you know.
Oh my God!
What is that?
He's going for the phone. He's going for the phone.
Say that backstage, Josh. You're a movie aficionado. You're supposed to know everything.
Even some obscure show. I'm supposed to know some
Sorry,
obscure
man.
show.
I'm just busting you, Josh. Come on, man.
I know you are. I
got you back.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, what were we talking about?
You know,
That's
there's one
chronic.
thing. There's one thing I want to change. I want to change for my childhood.
Oh shit, that's a chronic moment. We should have
Yeah,
those.
totally. Yeah.
It was the space.
We were talking about Warrior season
Grr.
3.
Go ahead, Josh. What were you saying?
No, so one thing I want to change from my childhood is I wish I could tell my mom, hey, don't buy me those toys. Could you do me a favor? Could you just put it all into that new Amazon company, all the money instead of buying me Etch-a-Sketch or whatever, just buy a couple of stocks of I don't even know, man. I wish I did. Yeah, I wish I was into investing or something like that.
But that's the thing though. Now it's the cryptocurrency, and I haven't really been following it as much as I should.
I did good, man. I've been doing good. I've been doing good, baby.
People definitely have to start getting into that shit because that's the new norm. And they're
You know what it is? You know what
everywhere you look,
cryptocurrency is?
Mhm.
Cryptocurrency is the new computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know how everyone's like, "Oh, the computer's the devil's work. Oh, the computer's just it's a fad. It's gonna pass." Remember that generation?
Sure. That's true.
And they're the ones all getting scammed now on those infomercials.
Y2K and all that shit.
Yes, exactly.
So
Cryptocurrency is the next one.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I did pretty well with it, man. And
Don't sleep too long.
Hopefully, instead of getting my, like my kid, like instead of getting her, oh, give me that new stuffed horse. Now, how about I just buy you some cryptocurrency? I'll give you something too. I'll put something away for you, So when you're my age, you'll have something nice,
Oh, with that $2,000, just buy me 1,000 Bitcoins.
Yep.
You know what? I promise I'll never use them. I'll just keep them in that e-wallet they talk about. And who will say one day one coin will be worth $75,000?
66,000, man.
Well,
66,000.
They got the machines in the gas station, and you can put
They're
the
everywhere,
regular
Daddy.
money in there. I never seen one until like 2 weeks ago. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And you put the money in there, and it transfers to Bitcoin. So
that's how far it's taken off because those machines weren't accessible 10 years ago.
Yeah,
or 5 years ago, I should say.
Absolutely. And my mistake was because I remember hearing about it when it first came out. I was just like, oh, yeah. And it was interesting. And I thought about doing it. Just one of those things I never did. And then, like, years later, I'm like, one Bitcoin is worth $1,000? Are you fucking kidding me?
I couldn't comprehend when he's telling me, listen, you're going to make a lot of money, but it isn't actually money, yo. It's a network of people. We're all there together. So what are you guys doing? Like, why am I making a lot of money by you guys getting together? Like, this sounds like some Ponzi fucking scheme that got me 6-7 times already. You know?
I got you.
If I tell you guys a story, like, did you watch the episode of Simpsons where Flanders or somebody came to Homer and said, I got this crazy invention. You want in? And Homer's like, I don't know if Flanders is his neighbor. Is that Flanders?
Yeah.
He said, oh, I don't want it. You're an idiot, blah, blah, blah. And that fucking shit blew up. And he's like, I should have invested.
Right.
Well, I said I would never be that guy when I watched that episode. Sure enough, I don't know, X amount of years later, my buddy comes up to me. Yo, invest in Potcoin, man. It's worth 1/1000th of a penny. 1/1000th of a penny. What the fuck would I invest in that for? Bro, it's gonna blow up. Don't worry. You have like $1,000 you don't care about? No. I care about all my money. I care about all my money, man. He's like, bro, just put $1,000 away, man. In 2-3 years, just don't fucking think about it. You just put it there like you lost it. And I couldn't do that. I can't put money away like I lost it because I know where it is and I use it, right? And
what? I wish I would have
2 years later,
YouTube, buddy.
2 years later, these are the guys I play hockey with, you know? I get to the rink, I'm seeing all these fucking new cars. I said, fuck, I wonder who's playing hockey before us, you know? Sure enough, it's the guys I'm playing with. You get in the locker room, oh, fuck that. Did you check your email? You check it? They're all like talking, and I'm not in this talk. Check your email. You invested $1,000. It went up to 57 cents. That's it. But you got to remember, it was worth 1/1000th of a penny.
Right.
That's many fucking decimal zeros in between that, right? So now it's worth 50, 60 cents. Their $1,000 investment now put $250,000 in their account.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna go through the other extreme though. They got that new car. Why? What was wrong with your old car? Keep the pot coin money because it's going to go from 57 cents to $2.
You say that when your account changes like theirs. It's very easy to say, when I see the bear, I'm running the opposite way.
I didn't sell my
dilly. I'm going to dally. That bear will never catch me.
I didn't sell my XRP or my XLM. I'm keeping it there, man. There's no reason. I don't need the money. I don't need to spend it. So
when it climbs, the whole art of it is you don't know the stability of it. When it climbs, you sell. And when it drops, you buy. It's never going to stay there. The whole function of it is to be a roller coaster. You got to be on the right end. Because if you buy when it's high and then it drops, and you're like, oh, fuck, I better get rid of this. It's never going to make money again. Then you sell. Then it jumps higher than when you had it. It's pure. It's like poker. It's pure regrets because my buddy sold his coins when it was at 5,000-6,000. Because he didn't think it would go to 70. If he did, he wouldn't have sold. But a situation came where he needed money, so he got rid of 100 coins.
I mean, if you need it, you need it. But if you don't need it,
but that's what they tell you: put it away and don't care about it. But when it hit, you got to do it right. You can leave your investment in there and take out your profits. Leave half, take out half, pay your bills, and at least know that you did good. What's wrong with fucking celebrating good?
I agree. And that's the thing, right? Because I think the highest I ever seen Bitcoin was like at $21,000 for one coin. I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? So if I have 10, you better believe I'm going to cash out one. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
right. I'm cashing out 2 or 3.
You gonna buy some shoes or like some?
I'll buy something that I couldn't buy before.
Absolutely,
that's fair. That's fair enough.
That say that if you win, come into a large sum of money, you take out a portion, and I forgot the exact name they call it, but you spend. Let's say you win $10 million. They say take out about $500,000 and just go splurge and buy. And get it out your system. Because if you don't, then you'll keep going back, tapping it. But if you go ahead and say, look, take the $500,000, I'm gonna put the other 9.5 in it, and just go through that and get it out your system. There's a certain name for it. And if you don't do it, then you're gonna be
spending.
Well, you know what, boy, you be thousand. You know,
and all those family members you say you got, they be calling you up, taking some of that too.
Oh no, I'm not. Hey Josh, you haven't been answering my calls at all, man. I've been looking for you. Get out.
To change my number and shit and all that.
First thing you better do is don't tell nobody. Go get you a financial planner and a damn attorney. That's the first thing you better go get.
If you win the lottery, they announce your name and all that shit. So and so won. They put your fucking picture in there. You gotta.
They do.
If you can actually not put your name.
They don't put everybody up
where I'm at. I don't know where in other parts of it, but you said, no, I don't want my name.
I think it depends on how much you win.
Yeah.
Here in Quebec, if you win a certain amount, they have to put your picture and your name. You have to, right?
Because they want you to know, like, hey, somebody won. Look, this could be you.
Right.
But before it used to be like on TV. I don't know if it's still on TV, but they take a picture of you at the booth. You'll see the big winner but those are the big winners.
Right.
Like they're not putting, you win $1 million, they're not putting your face up there.
No.
You win 20 million.
They might.
Here you go. I see it's mostly the big ones.
No, because if you see some of the commercials, sometimes you see some guys with checks and it's like $500,000, right? But I'm pretty sure
those are for the little lotteries, no?
No, it's for Lotto Max. If you see the Lotto Max commercials.
Okay.
But I think if it's that little, you might have a choice to say, nah, I don't want to put my picture up there or anything like that, right? But if you win like the grand prize, $70 million, like a woman won like $50 million or whatever.
Yeah, grand prize, you have no choice.
Right.
That's the largest y'all lottery get.
No, the largest we ever had was, I think, $84 million.
What?
We get 500 million.
Yeah,
but-
but look
but
at
we
your
don't-
population.
But
hold
hold
on, guys.
but
Shit, the
hold on.
last
Per capita.
Danny,
the last
hold
one
on.
that one was almost $1 billion.
Yeah,
It was
but Danny, hold on.
900.
But
But Danny, hold
you're
on.
taxed on that.
We
though,
don't get
whereas-
taxed.
Yeah.
If you win $89 million, you
That's
get
what it is.
$89 million.
They can tax the shit out of me. If I win $1 billion,
Yeah,
tax the shit out of me. I don't
yeah. If
care.
I win, I'd rather win
'Cause
500 million.
I know I'm taking about 650 home.
Yes, I get it, but
No,
but
I know.
that's like
I hear what
Yeah,
you're saying. But I'm saying I don't care. I don't care if I win $1 billion.
I don't care
feel
if I
you.
won $1 million.
I feel you 100%, and I wouldn't care either. But it would just irk me to know I won almost $1 billion, but they took almost half of it. You know what I mean?
Uncle Sam ass gonna get his shit or die.
Right,
That's
exactly.
what I hate about the damn. I don't even want to do my taxes now. 'Cause I know I made too much money last year. Oh God, I can feel the Vaseline coming on now, buddy.
You gotta have a good. You gotta have.
Oh,
a good
at least
guy
they're
that
getting
works the numbers,
Vaseline.
Yeah, for real.
You got a good guy that works the numbers, man. He'll. I got a good guy that works the numbers for me.
Backstage.
Yeah.
Only thing Matt saved me. I just bought this house.
Shit.
That might save me.
What's that?
Yeah, man.
I just bought my house first time.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats,
Oh,
Danny.
God.
Congrats to you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. That
It only took
definitely.
50 years.
It's all
Hey,
good.
I'm
You
sure-
still got it, man.
Let me get this off my chest. When my payments in, I almost had a heart attack. 2050. I'll be fucking 80 years old. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, you mean paying
Why
for
not?
that?
Why the hell did I sign this?
Well, maybe you'll win one of them big lottos, Danny, and
Oh,
can pay
sure.
that shit off real quick, you know?
You
No,
see,
I'm trying-
Danny,
I'm trying
The
to win the
one
slingshot. They get a lottery stretch off now. If you win a brand new slingshot. That's what I want.
Mm.
the one good thing about your lottery, Danny, is maybe
You
they
have a
take
slingshot?
50% of your winnings on a lottery, but here they take 50% of your earnings on your salary.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely, man.
Yes.
I see my paycheck and I cry.
Yeah. Half of your money is going to
Oh my God.
everybody else.
Oh man.
Yeah, our taxes are crazy, man.
I'm in a cash business, man. I get cash money. You don't know. I don't make
Look, he's
anything.
doing it again. You want the
No, I
CI, you
don't
want the
care.
IRS knocking
Who's
your door
watching?
down, huh?
Nobody's knocking on anything.
Everybody's watching,
I don't
yo.
give a shit. I'm telling cash money, baby.
Watch
You're
next
gonna hear
week.
what it is.
Yo, where's Josh? What happened to Josh? Any you guys hear about Josh? Week 2. Shit. Maybe they went to see him, man. 1 month. They got his ass. He ain't
It's
coming
okay.
back.
It's okay. I'll save him. I'll clip it out
The
real
stack
quick.
was bigger, but I was spending it all day. But yeah, I don't
Josh,
care,
man. Listen, they
That's
come
why I'm-
after you harder over there than here, yo. You don't hear us bragging.
Mhm.
Nah.
Hush, hush. Like you said, some shit you don't say, yo.
Just like, I don't give a fuck. I make
Hey,
cash.
you see? Not taking advice from old men. I call it how I see it, yo.
That's
See, Josh, that's a slingshot.
okay.
Oh,
That's
That looks
cool,
like
man.
death.
That looks like Batmobile, man.
one of my boys had one.
Man, them things
That's
is
kinda
cool.
cool.
About,
Yeah, one of my
about
boys had one.
$20,000.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
see me and that, and I see death.
You can take that on the highway. You can take that on the highway.
Yeah.
That's road
Mhm.
ready. Okay.
Yep.
Roberto would try to be fucking. That Need for Speed would get into him in that.
I try to go under a fucking truck. Something will happen, yo.
No, you try to be
It's
Black
better than-
Superman, ain't you?
Yeah.
How they do that in the movies? I want to see.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We got a few of those here. I see them on the street every now and then. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
those taking over down here now.
It's all good, LDG, man. It's all good.
That's an old man motorcycle. Like for me.
You would buy one of those?
Yep.
I feel you. If anybody has anybody else to say, anything else? If not,
Great show,
we can
man.
close it up.
Did I throw? Yeah, I threw it out.
Just threw it out. He's like, no.
There's that look again.
Yeah. There's that look. Whatever, man.
So,
Like I
guys,
said
at
in
the
the
end of the
way.
day,
Yeah. Yeah. I just had an epiphany. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I did it. Did I put it out? No, maybe I won't put it out.
That's
So
right.
we'll close it up, guys. It was a good show tonight. It was really good. Go through the panel so you guys could talk about the channel. Go the opposite way. So, Mr. Danny Graham, tell the people about yourself, sir.
Oh, I'm Danny, aka Comic Chat. Me and Alzo and Guy Scar stream pretty regular together. Usually 3
Much
nights
love.
out of 7. Alberto, my boy, and Mr. Josh. Please watch Josh.
Oh,
Yeah, watch
thank
his
you.
videos,
Thank you.
man.
I'll be at work dying, man.
Thank you so much.
My partner beside me like, what are you laughing at? I said, you just gotta check it out. But, very good, very funny material.
Thanks, man.
Please catch us Sunday, 8:30
Yes.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 5th episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier Roundtable. It should be interesting. I'm hoping that it is a good show. So please, if you're not doing anything, please tune in for that. We got a very diverse panel, and I think Danny Lamb will be joining us again this Sunday. So please check us out. Thank you.
Excellent. LDG, thank you for the $2 super chat. Much appreciated, bro. Glad you
Need you, LDG. I need you. It's coming up, man.
Glad you fixed up all your situation as well. We're gonna go to the next one. Josh, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Movie Aficionados, Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to be trying to put those videos up every day, whether it's a food review, whether it's a movie review. We got a bunch of movies coming out. And check out my Facebook. If you guys have your channels, you can promote your stuff in there, Movie Aficionados. And Love You 3000.
Yes, man. And that's correct, man. If you guys in there haven't subscribed to Josh, definitely subscribe to them. Subscribe to guys Danny and Roberto. So at least we can get these guys up to 100 subs. You know what I mean? It's fun having them on. Absolutely. It's fun having them on. You know what I mean? Gaishka, you're up.
Well, like Anzo said, right now I'm at 65, going on my way to 100, hopefully.
65?
65, yeah.
Nice,
Why?
man.
Is that bad? Or,
Last week it was 40, so it's got to be good, Joe.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Anzo did a shout out. Yeah.
Biden forever.
That's right.
Biden forever. That's exactly right. Fuck Donald Trump. There, I said it. You wanted it? I said it. I said it. Fuck Donald Trump. Go ahead, guys. Go finish up.
You can catch me like Danny said. You know, I'm part 1/4 of the Chaos Central crew. You can catch us on Chaos Central. So also subscribe to that channel to get the whole shows that we do. You can catch us on Sunday on Danny's show. Anzo, man, the show's the one that started my whole thing. Appreciate always being back here, man, and it's great, man. It's awesome. Thanks.
No problem, man. Like I said, it's great to have you on. And yeah, oh, not that one. We're Canadian. Anzo. Yeah, I know. But what's this one? This one. Yeah, it was rigged. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, we know how rigged it was. Roberto, you're up. Crickets.
That's why I'm still nodding on that rig. I got like a bobblehead syndrome from reading that right, and it was rigged. Because again, these Trumpyites, they just keep coming out, man. They just keep coming out like Jehovah's Witnesses. But yes, thanks to Mr. Jason Lee Tucker's statement for my crickets. It's too bad I couldn't add a sound effect to that, but you guys know you can find me with my crew here on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Saturday, Square One, with Mr. Comic Chat, Danny the Man Graham, Mr. Anzo. I'm out, man. Hold on. 3,000!
I love you 3000.
Yeah, shit, I wanted to be original. I think I love you out of there, man.
Yeah, you got to get it right, bro, if you're going to steal someone's catchphrase.
No, I didn't steal it.
Well, I stole it. I stole it from Iron Man, man.
I 3M'd it, man. I didn't make it. I made it better. 3,000!
And you guys know the channel. It's Big Afford Entertainment, man. And like I said, once again, I do appreciate everybody that's come in. Poe was here. All you guys were here.
All the people. Respect. We nothing without you, man.
Absolutely. We almost hit 30 people watching tonight, man. It was a good show.
We got to do 50. We got to bring 50. We got to come up with some fucking fire, man, next week, man.
You know what?
50 out of this part.
To be honest with you, though, a lot of the YouTube's algorithm is really messed up. So a lot of people are having a hard time being seen right now, for real. But the ones
Real?
that do here, yeah, the ones that do come, I do appreciate that and
Yes.
stuff like that. You know,
And all my cricket crew out there, yo.
absolutely, like you guys are the best, 100%. With that being
Are
said,
those
guys,
cricket or sheep?
Hey, what is it? Yeah, what is that?
those are
mean?
cricket. What?
Okay.
What does
Those
what mean,
crickets?
Danny? Yeah, those are
I can't-
crickets.
Oh,
They're hailing me out, Danny.
Yeah, they're giving out the crickets for Roberto.
Oh, yeah,
I'm-
but on StreamYard it looks like, yeah, I can see what you're saying. Danny.
black fucking chickens to me, chicks.
Look like green sheep to me.
Like, what the hell? Okay.
Uh,
Let me
sound
put
good,
glasses
man.
on. That might.
Yeah, that might help, Danny. There you go.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like that all the time, Danny. Because I take this shit off.
Yeah.
It's just like green. I just see a green
I'll get
smudge.
my new glasses probably next week. So
Man,
I'll be-
I noticed.
I'll be-
I noticed I was having issues, bro, when the first time I went to go make one of them packet rice, man, and I went to go look at the ingredients, and I was like, why the fuck do they make this shit? Not the ingredients, but the instructions. It's like, why the fuck do they make this shit so
It's so
small? I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't remember ever not being able to see this shit.
Bro,
Y'all
this
bought the
is
reading
me
glasses?
now. This is me now with the light. What the fuck?
Me too.
I bought the reading glasses, so I take these off because I like the Bionic, man. I can see from here to damn Pluto with these on.
Well, look at me, man.
But up
Look
close,
at me. I
I
feel
can't
like
see.
fucking Urkel on this fucker with these glasses. But I want to see what everybody's writing.
Yeah, but up close, I can't see, so that's why I don't ever wear it. But
I'm gonna knock on some wood here for myself, man.
Wait till you get older. Wait till you get older, Josh.
Oh,
It won't,
It's either your
it won't be
hearing
too
or
long,
your
man.
eyesight.
It won't be
Yes,
too long.
because before, and I'll just say this real quick. I was at the barbershop, and I think I just turned 40, and they were like talking about, yo, when you hit 40, your eyes are going bad, or something like that. I was a little over 40, maybe 42, maybe like that. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, when you hit 40, your eyes are going bad. And I'm like, yo, my eyes are still good. So they're like, read that sign over there. So I read the sign, and I was like, yeah, yeah. They're like, oh, you're the lucky one. You're lucky one. I kid you not. It must have been a year later to where that shit started
It
to
will-
fucking change, bro.
It will be my ears because I'm a
Okay.
DJ and musician, so I just listen to have that music
In your ears all the time. Yep.
well, my ears is
Oh.
good, but my eyes at nighttime, shit. If it ain't reflective, I'm like, what the fuck?
Then, if you want to see if you're old when you're 50, cut your finger. Watch how long it takes that motherfucker to heal.
I
You be like a month later. When did I cut that shit? You can't even remember when you got it. Shit looks brand new.
Yep, that is correct. With that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead, Danny.
Next, Josh, a quick question. How
Yeah.
are you recording on your phone and you don't have 1,000 subscribers?
I mean, I wish I did, man. I'm trying to get up there.
No,
You know
I'm
what I
saying,
mean?
how are you doing it? Because they wouldn't let me do it until I get that number.
Oh, I just record the video and I upload it. I press the plus button on the YouTube studio.
They're definitely gonna knock on your door.
Huh?
No, I'm saying you left.
No, go
Doing
ahead,
some
Danny.
conspiracy shit over there.
Yeah, no, you just press the plus button.
I know what I'm saying, but they wouldn't let you before unless they change the rules.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Until you get 1,000 subscribers or whatever, they wouldn't let you upload or do anything on your phone.
But they got that studio. It's like you can edit the video right there on your phone and all that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I could personally use InShot to edit the videos. I just don't take the time to do it. But it's all easy now on YouTube Studio.
Well, that's another thing too, Danny. Before I close it up, when I got monetized, you were like, you're gonna have to get all this letter and all this paper. I didn't have to get any of that. No PIN number, no nothing. All I did was
you get no money yet to have you.
what?
You
Well,
got
well,
your first check yet, have you?
It hasn't been a month.
I'm saying you ain't gonna get it till you get that PIN. You gotta get that PIN number and put it into the assets. You'll see. When it pop up, you're gonna keep holding it. They're gonna be like, get your assets number, it's a PIN number, make sure you don't show it, but you gotta put that in there and plug it in there because it'll keep accumulating.
What do they email you? They email you that all that
They mail
stuff?
it to you. They mail it to you.
They mail it to you. Okay.
Like Google shit.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get no PIN number.
AdSense.
Yeah, I have AdSense. I was approved and everything.
Well,
I didn't get no PIN number or anything. And what
Maybe.
happened was I clicked on it. It said apply to AdSense, and it had all my information there already. I clicked send, and then 2 days later it said, "You're welcome to the program." So I didn't get no.
Okay, well,
No,
maybe
nothing.
Canada
Maybe
do it
they
different.
evolved. Maybe they evolved.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
guarantee you, it had me scratching my damn head. Like, what the hell? Punch it in.
1800s. 1800s.
Yeah, he's making some racist joke. I guarantee.
No, but hold
guy-
on.
this guy black
What
and
is he? Is he like 200 and something years old?
This guy black and white.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's a white dude because he's a Trump supporter. So
How could you make reference to a time you didn't even live in?
Because he
You
wasn't.
know what I mean?
I guess he would call himself whipping. I wish you would try to whip me, GCB. I wish you would.
damn
Wish
right,
you would.
damn right. You see, we just
You
had
ever,
the conversation.
you ever seen Dave Chappelle when the pimps went back in time?
Yeah,
The ballers went back in time.
yeah, I did.
That is what would happen.
Absolutely,
Oh my gosh.
100%. I don't know who this fucking guy thinks he is, bro. He's just trying to be funny or acting stupid. But hey, you can act stupid all you want to.
We give him attention. We give him power.
And it's not even about power. You're sitting there watching us, so thanks for the view. Much appreciated. You know what I mean? You can go all you want, but
He's been on everything we've done this whole week.
yeah, so far. And it is the first time I seen him was on the Robert Storms channel where
Cowboys. What the fuck
that
means?
night.
Flash, we know it's you, Flash. Don't be lying. We know you got that catfish going. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, damn right, Proud Boys, and these Proud Boys will kick your ass just to let
Well,
you
no, I think he's making reference to the Proud Boys.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the QAnon crew.
Well, they would get their ass kicked anyways, too. So simple as that. But with that being said, peace out, guys. Great show.
Pull back.
Ooh.
Ah.
Peace.